I'm over it. I'm no. I want.
You're over it.
New downloadable.
Hello, everyone.
I need Nintendo to make more mobile games. That's what I'm about.
Today's Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm
Give me a sequel to Mario Run. Huh? Mario Run 2.
Yes.
Is this what you guys want? You want Mario Run 2?
Everybody wants that.
The world are playing games on it. Nintendo Switch is being enjoyed by a wide range of players spanning all ages and all levels of gaming experience. Thank you all very much.
I'm going to turn up the volume.
Yeah, please.
The volume is all the way up
on the system.
For you guys, chat.
Not just from Nintendo, but also from our many development and publishing partners. I hope that each of you
Was it just a really quiet video?
It's just a really quiet video.
All right.
A game that suits your personal tastes.
They're Japanese, you know, they're a little
Today we have
understated.
news on upcoming Nintendo Switch games, and we'll be focusing on a selection of games releasing this year. We hope you enjoy it.
So I guess it's possible that
Okay.
games that they show now could also come out on a Switch Pro, depending on release date.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, they're not going to show the Switch Pro, but
Yeah.
yes, of course.
Oh, Zelda! Or maybe this is...
Should I take a shot? Do I take a shot?
There's another... This is Smash. Oh, it's Heihachi! Heihachi for Smash. So I saw somebody call this on Twitter. He's gonna dump him into a volcano? Fuck yeah! That rules. Oh wait, it's not Heihachi. Is it Jin? Kazuya, never mind. There's too many of the Tekken family get thrown into volcanoes. It gets hard to remember sometimes. That's awesome. I'm kind of surprised they didn't have a Tekken character before this. They had... What?
All right, I'm gonna get to some water. I'm already bored.
Oh, okay. They had Terry before they had anyone from Tekken? Come on now. Come on now. That's pretty rad. It's about time. You're not wearing any pants. What are you gonna do about it? Oh wait, you weren't even saying that to me. You were saying it to both. Pete, I'm just gonna keep sitting here. Zoop! Yeah! Kazuya's gonna throw the entire Smash roster into a volcano? This is only gonna create more problems for him. I feel like he should understand the potential pitfalls with throwing people into volcanoes at this point.
Here, I got you an Xbox glass.
Ooh, that's fitting. Oh, I remember these.
Yeah.
I stole this from an Xbox One event. I think I did. How are you gonna put that on a cup and not have people swipe it?
I don't know what the best place is to put us, do you think, for the webcam?
I think that's fine.
Is that okay? All right. You scoot on up.
There's not gonna be any
Get on in here, buddy.
important information.
You know
top
what?
right?
I'm so confident that Nintendo's not going to reveal anything important. I'm going to take a shot.
What are you? Oh, let's see here. Breath of the Wild's one.
Oh yeah. By the way, I can
Wait, it wasn't a Breath of the Wild. It's Smash.
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
This is just for fun.
Oh, okay.
Also, I would adhere. Nice. I will adhere to any rules you have as well. So, if there are any rules that you have, I'll do it.
I was changing them by conference.
I saw. Yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
I know.
one to kick off the conference is a good way to start.
Cheers.
That's right. He can float.
Hello, I'm Masahiro.
Do you think Harada's gonna show up?
Sora Limited,
Who?
and the director of the Super Smash
Katsushi
Bros.
Harada.
Ultimate Game.
Who's that?
Kazuya
The
Mishima
grandfather
from
of
the fighting
Tekken.
game series
If he
Tekken
does, you have to
will
take a
join
shot.
The battle. Surprise!
Again, I will adhere to
I'll
any
go
rules
over
that
the
Lawrence says
details
because I'm
at a
drinking for
later
both of
date,
us today.
So please sit tight. For today, though, we've prepared a short video
Oh.
to showcase Kazuya's moves in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Please take a
Kazuya.
look.
So it's not Kazuya, it's Kazuya.
He's Japanese. He doesn't know how to say things. I'll go with my. I played Tekken like by myself in my living room in a rural Texas town. Pronunciation. Thank you very much. I think I know what I'm saying.
Switch means 4 shots for you then? I mean, like, if they show Metroid 4, I'll take 4 shots for Metroid 4. Because they're not going to.
They probably will.
Oh yeah? You think so?
A pre-order page showed up on Best Buy just
Okay.
before the conference
Well,
started.
I have 2 shots as the rule, so I'm going to say 2 shots. If you think they're going to show Metroid 4, Lawrence has now bumped down my 4 shots to 2.
Retro has had exactly the right amount of time to show a demo now.
4 years exactly?
I think it was 3
No,
since they
it's Super
restarted
Smash
it.
Bros. Ultimate.
Because I was reading since
I'll
the
talk
restart,
about the
yes.
Yeah, it got
So, in a
announced,
future
and then a year went by, and they're like,
presentation,
okay, we're
we
giving
still
this back
have
to
go
Retro.
first, actually.
I didn't think so.
I thought that was
The air
2018, but I
date
could be
is shown
wrong.
below. Please stay tuned.
Ooh! You gonna watch that, Bruce?
What is it? The Treehouse?
Thank you,
Mr. Sakurai presents Kazuya. You can watch that?
New
There was a
fighter
time.
What is it?
Kazuya.
No.
I mean, you can roll it back.
The answer is no. I'm not going to.
Oh. Okay.
Please look forward to seeing
You're
how
gonna get blindsided when you
Kazuya's
go into Switch
experienced
match or
many harsh battles
Smash Bros.
across the
matchmaking.
series will fight in
Look, he's got eye
this game.
lasers. Oh, he can turn into Devil Jin.
Alright.
Maybe that's his.
Let's continue
Super.
with our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Hey, all right. Headlines. That sounds good.
I mean, it's gonna be jam packed.
Your choices
Yes,
matter.
indie games.
Emotional, supernatural.
You see how
tales.
desaturated it is? It's probably
That means it's
melancholy.
sad.
Yeah.
That means it's emo. That means we're going to learn something about ourselves when
It's
we play this video.
wistful.
When we play this video game, we're going to learn something about ourselves, and
Look at how
that
scribbly it is.
there's nothing wrong.
Anime?
Look at this. There's nothing wrong with that, guys. When you listen to emo pop punk
Oh, it's what?
or
what?
lo-fi,
What?
whatever, it's okay.
But Life is Strange, the animated series. What's going on here, Bruce? What's happening?
I don't know.
Did you have a Life
You would
is
know
Strange
better than I
shot?
was.
Oh.
No, I didn't have a Life is Strange.
I don't know why not. Oh, okay. It's a. Oh. All right.
Lawrence, you know better than I do. You're the
Neat.
expert.
Life is Strange coming to Nintendo Switch.
You're the expert here.
It is pretty emo. That's true. Denim jackets. I had the raddest denim jacket once, and I just straight up lost it. I have no idea where it went. I was thinking about that the other day. I stole it out of my dad's closet, and he never asked me about it, so he must not have cared.
No,
he
nobody
didn't
cares
ask me
about a
about
denim
much.
jacket.
Life is Strange.
Yeah.
True Colors launches.
Well,
on
guys,
Nintendo Switch
that's not a
September
shot.
10th.
Just so you guys know.
Life is Strange.
Could this
Remastered
conference get any
collection
crazier,
comes to
Bruce?
Nintendo Switch later this year.
Smash DLC, Life is Strange collection.
I know this is why I know now Lawrence was right on time at 9 a.m. because he knew there would be nothing to talk about.
That's coming to Switch?
So what?
I mean, that's a good thing, I
Here,
guess.
I'll say something brave. I think this game is going to be better than Marvel's Avengers. And I think it's
you're
going
right.
to be. I think it's going to be reviewed better, and I think it's going to play better.
You'll call the shots for the unpredictable.
I think all of that is true.
Yeah,
It's also not hard to be better than Marvel's Avengers.
That's true.
Man.
Marvel's Guardians
The thing is, like, people have such a blinding love for Marvel branded stuff that people are going to insist it's good no matter how bad it actually is. Which is, whatever. People have been doing that for a long time.
A long time, yeah.
More Worms. Hey.
Worms is fun.
Yeah, people love Worms. Actually, Worms is a really good fit for a Switch.
This was also not a shot. I want you guys to know this was not part of
didn't
the
have
drinking-
worms on
the
your
drinking
shot
rules
rule?
was not.
Will be available
No.
for free for 2
Jeez,
weeks
Bruce.
after launch.
What games are you thinking about?
I have them right there. Breath of the Wild 2, Pokemon Arceus, Mario Kart 9, Metroid 4.
Okay. Well, all right.
We're gonna see Pokemon, right? Arceus, the open world.
Probably.
We're gonna see it.
They have to, yeah. You can't really do it direct without multiple Pokemon games. You think there's going to be a Pokemon Match 3? There could be a Pokemon mobile game, Bruce. Actually, wait, probably not. That would require 3 companies to agree on something. This looks cool.
Astria Ascending launches on Nintendo Switch
Wow.
September 30th.
That is the most generic RPG.
No anime game shot. What are you just making up rules now, Golden Pork?
I mean, that would be, yeah.
Return
I don't
Yeah.
know if that's up to Lawrence. Again,
boy.
Lawrence can enforce any rule he wants here.
I don't know. I've gone through my crucible, Bruce. I don't want to put you through that.
No, now it's my turn.
I threw up in the sink, and it was like at 3 a.m.
You couldn't make it to the bathroom, huh?
Well, sort of. So I had a bowl. I didn't want to get up because I was like sleeping. So I threw up in my mixing bowl a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, I don't want to have this next to me while I'm sleeping."
Oh my god!
So then I went and poured it out in the sink, and then I threw up in the sink again. And then I was like, and then I thought I rinsed it all out. Then I woke up the next morning and had to like scrub the sink a little bit.
Look, I've been saying this. I said this when I went live, but you have been putting yourself through the ringer for them.
That's true.
You have been making content for them, and I mean, like at some point,
Do Super Monkey Ball.
getting drunk like that is it's no more fun. It's just a duty that you have.
Yeah.
And Lawrence did it.
I
So
should have.
Make sure you thank Lawrence for those last 4 days of getting drunk.
Thank you, Bruce. I am a hero. No, that was a bad idea. Don't binge drink, y'all. It's bad for you.
Binge drinking is really bad.
It's really bad for you. I thought I had figured out after the first day what I could handle, but I think it stacked up. I think my body was hanging on to some of it.
I'm sure it was.
But I feel good now.
Good.
Man, it was last night. I swear to God, it was like so. I was really hungover, and then like I woke up and I was like, hey, I ordered some Taco Bell.
As you do.
As you do. I took my medicine. I was feeling all right. I started watching Floribama Shore season 1.
I don't know what that is, but that sounds awesome.
And then like at 8 o'clock, I got an ocular migraine. And then for some reason from there, it just tipped me right back into being really hungover. I was like shivering and barking again.
That sounds, honestly, it sounds like a very, very small case of withdrawals. That's what it sounds like to me. A very, very small case.
Maybe you're right.
I mean, you drank for 4 days, so.
2.
Was it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? No? Did you not drink all 4 days? I thought you drank all 4 days.
Oh my god, what day is it?
It's Tuesday. Because Thursday was Summer Games Fest.
And when we say zany,
right?
we mean it.
Thursday?
Yes.
Thursday,
and then I didn't really drink on Friday.
That's good.
And then it was Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, 3 days.
So 3 days, yeah. Good. I'm glad to hear you didn't drink all 4 days.
There wasn't much to drink to on Friday.
Yeah.
With 100
aside from the ESA's fabulous E3 coverage.
You'll have a blast.
I had a roommate that purposefully went on a bender. So like drank 48 hours on purpose just to see what would happen. And I remember at the end of the 48 hours, he was like, don't do that. He was like, nah, don't do it. Don't do it anymore.
Drinking is weird because
then resume the festivities.
When you're doing it, it only seems like a good idea to do it more.
That's right.
But the second you're not, you suddenly realize what a bad idea all of it was.
The second you're sober, you're just like, fuck.
But then if you're sober for like 3 weeks, you're like, yeah, I want to get wasted again. The body just doesn't remember that pain for some reason.
Yep.
What did you think? Before we show
Mario
this
Party?
next trailer,
Excited?
I'd like to say one thing.
Was that an ad for an
That
update?
was not a shot,
I actually
guys. That was not a
genuinely
shot.
wasn't paying
The latest
attention.
game
That wasn't a
in
shot,
the
everybody.
Metroid Prime series, Metroid Prime 4.
Metroid Prime, 2 shots?
Announced. But
Is he gonna
today,
show it? Wait.
We'd like to introduce another new entry in the Metroid franchise.
Another 2D Metroid?
Please take a look.
Wait, this is not.
They just name dropped Prime 4, but they're not going to show it. Instead, we
What?
get another Metroid, which is also cool. You think Mercury Steam's making this one?
Wait, is this?
Is this Fusion? What?
Wait, what? Didn't they skip Metroid 4?
No, that was Fusion. Game Boy Advance in like 2002.
All right, I'll take a shot for this.
Woo! Bruce, there's a 5 on the end!
I'll take a shot for it. I'll take a shot for this.
Yeah, the Metroid saga continues. We haven't...
Hold on, they skipped Metroid Prime 4 and went straight to Metroid 5, or what happened?
The entire Prime series happens before Metroid. It's a prequel series.
All right.
Cool, you're fighting robots now.
This is gameplay, it looks like, at least, right?
It's an engine. I doubt it's game. Yeah. I'm gonna guess this is a 2D Metroid. That room looks two-dimensional. Yeah! Word!
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Okay.
I guess this was like Metroid Dread. Yeah, she's even got the same like mantling from Prime.
Is this a mobile?
Fusion.
Is this a mobile game?
I mean, it could have been.
I know that.
Anything on Switch could have been. Oh, they're still
Metroid-
calling it Dread.
Metroid-
Holy fuck!
Metroid Dread.
That name has been like rumored around for like 20 years. That's outrageous.
This is a mobile game, guys. I took a shot for it, but this is a mobile game.
I'm still gonna play it.
I mean, absolutely. Why not?
Oh, it's got like the melee counter from Samus Returns.
Do you think when at the very end of the game she's gonna take off her helmet and we're gonna realize it's Samus?
What if it's not Samus, Bruce?
Who would it be?
What if she takes off her helmet and it's just a big dude?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh shit.
Dude, I want that to happen just so I can read all the blog articles that try desperately to be offended about it.
It's like a UFC fighter.
Yeah, it's just a big oiled up guy.
Jason Momoa, exactly.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I love being masculine. And he turns to camera and he's like, don't send a woman to do a man's job. Flexes a little bit, boom, Metroid Dread. Sick, rad. Who's making it? There's no logo or anything.
You're right.
Is that from one of their
It's seen
internal
on
things?
Nintendo Treehouse, so maybe we have to watch the Treehouse. Okay, it's coming out soon. Cool. Neat.
All right.
Neat.
That was the trailer for the first new 2D Metroid game.
All right,
in roughly
where's Metroid
19
4?
years. The
Prime 4, I need
brand-new
Prime 4.
Metroid Dread game.
Yeah! Yeah! That means we gotta get a new F-Zero, Bruce.
This is
All
a
the dreams are
Metroid
true.
game with a new feel,
We're gonna get a new Mother game
showcasing
for
a
some reason?
variety
No,
of threats
that's not
that
2 shots for
Samus
mentioning
will encounter.
Metroid Prime 4. No.
Just attack.
Are you crazy?
Switch?
You're out of your mind?
So it won't
Taking
be
2
too
shots
long
for
until launch.
for saying the
On that
words
same day,
Metroid
we'll
Prime 4.
also be releasing
What?
amiibo figures for Samus and the Emmy.
Nintendo is still just squeezing money out of amiibos, huh? They're the last ones doing Toys to Life.
They are, and they're going to do it for probably for the next 10 years.
Switch Pro is probably gonna support it, yeah.
Absolutely. Of course.
Familiar franchises.
Get ready to
Okay,
down.
not familiar
Good. Well, we know about Just Dance.
I did watch that video though. That was a pretty sick video. I don't remember the dude's name.
Here, I have an idea. I'm gonna do that.
It's like lips,
Because I bet
nails,
I bet DMCA just
hair twerk or something like that.
What I'm gonna try and do is predict where the DMCA's are.
Oh yeah, just
and this
Dance.
is
for
definitely
sure.
a DMCA right
This
here.
is the sort of thing where Nintendo at the last second would be like, "Oh shit, right, Just Dance."
Well,
and then so somebody from Nintendo America is like, maybe don't stream all that.
Nintendo tweeted out.
Excite Truck is
Here we go. We're back. Nintendo tweeted out that they were like, "Don't co-stream it," probably because they were worried that DMCA for like Just Dance and things like that.
I think as long as they say something.
Right,
Also,
so they
it's
cover
just
their
like-
ass. Yeah.
Who in 2021 that has any experience with like conferences and streaming in general isn't 100% aware of like claims and stuff like that?
Everybody is.
It's just weird that people still complain about it.
Dragon Ball Z experience.
This was not on the shot list. I repeat, not on the shot list.
Oh, Kakarot?
Relive
Oh,
the
okay.
story of Goku and other
Just so you guys know, this was not on the shot list.
I did get my UHD Blu-ray of Resurrection F in today, so I'll be watching that later.
Take a stand against the
Is that by yourself or are you going to be streaming that?
Oh, absolutely by myself.
Oh.
I'm gonna get claimed. Funimation's gonna kick in my door and throw me to the floor.
An epic showdown with the most
And then they'll take me to a secret training facility where I'll get psychic
along with the
powers.
main story.
I do like seeing
you can
your
explore
chat
the
being
vast
like,
world
"Fuck
of Dragon
yeah."
Ball Z. Hey, why not help out the locals?
Oh, it's nice when the families meet us.
Resurrection F rules. They spelled resurrection wrong.
You could
but
always
Resurrection
find
F
your
rules.
It's a big one.
Too.
It's a big word.
There are lots of things. that
Goku
keep
wouldn't
you
spell it
busy.
right, so nobody else needs
The
to either.
boss battle episodes, A New Power Awakens, parts 1
I've been
and 2
told
is also
that the
included.
two Battle of the Gods and Resurrection F is essentially the first 2 seasons of Super, so after that I can just skip to 3. Is that? I don't know. Chad needs to
Chat will tell us.
The Brawly movie was better. Yeah, everyone says Dragon Ball Super
Grab a
Brawly
golf club and get ready
is
to
sick.
tee off.
Which
Isn't it
weird.
Broly or is it Brawly?
The Mario
Oh,
Bros.
hey!
Super
Lawrence, are you
game
going to be
launches
okay for this next week?
Yeah.
You sure?
Next Friday?
I don't want to. There's no pressure.
Nah,
Nah, I'll be fine.
Okay, all
I'll
right.
be fine. Also, we can figure out how to make it more humane.
Take your time to
Even
read the
even
wind
in
and terrain.
well, I guess in
Put
some
it,
of our
put it
current
this way.
gameplays, I
You
do.
can make me drink because I haven't got to have a fucking ounce of alcohol.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you've been
Aim for
being very
under par.
professional.
It was so the entire E3 show, where they had the bar and thing,
Speed
no
golf.
alcohol at all.
Smack your ball
None.
and
I mean, that's
chase after it.
probably a
Be
good
the
call.
first
I
to
mean,
hit your ball in
sure,
the
yeah,
hole.
but I promise you that show would have been better if I had been drinking.
Yeah.
Regardless, we're doing a drunk gameplay for Mario Golf next Friday,
Yes.
the 25th.
Battle
Next
off.
Friday, the 25th. Lawrence, me, and I believe we're going to be discording Alana in from Australia.
Chapter 3
She's going to be getting
flags
drunk
win.
too. It's going to be great.
Golf adventure.
It's going to be great.
Go from rookie
Golf
to
is
pro with
back.
your Mii character.
Golf is back, and you're going to get wasted. Honestly,
Yeah.
by the way, you should be. Well, not you should be. If you're over 21,
Here's some news.
you should be
Free
drinking
updates are planned
while
for
you're playing
future
golf.
release.
That's the thing that
Oh,
you're supposed to be
additional
doing.
That's true, yeah.
playable
Like
characters.
part of the
if
sport.
you're in a golf cart, you should be drinking.
The fairway's
For
almost
sure.
open.
If you're over 21.
So set your tees
It's one of the
up and
only
get ready to
places
ace those shots
you can
in Mario Golf
be
Super.
openly, visibly
Moving on to the
drinking
Nintendo
and then
Switch
still get
system
behind the
June
wheel of a
25th.
vehicle and drive it
That's
around.
correct. That's
totally
correct.
legal.
That is correct.
Which is rad.
That's right. Yeah, if you're in Europe, if you're in
Ready
Europe
for the
over
ride of
18,
a
yes,
lifetime?
of course.
Europe's got it all.
Look at
Healthcare,
that.
3 years of
Vibrant
drinking.
world of Monster
Didn't they
Hunter.
show this yesterday during
They
Capcom?
did, yeah. And then they showed it before that at Summer Games Fest.
As a rider in this
Jeff swooping
RPG
all them
adventure,
reveals.
You'll explore diverse landscapes by riding your Monster.
You gonna play this, Bruce? You gonna play this?
No,
Oh.
I'm not.
You're gonna
Gather
miss out on
materials such as honey
story or
and
something.
ore, then use them
I got
to
some
craft
honey.
items for your
I do
journey.
love getting honey in Monster Hunter.
So you can make hyper
But beware
potion?
of the mini
Like
monsters
honey plus
roaming
herb?
about.
I think it.
Some
Yeah,
are
I think it gives
docile,
you was it stamina and
others may
health.
suddenly
Yeah.
So, like we need. So I haven't played Monster Hunter Rise
You'll
yet. Have you
team up
played
with
that
your
yet?
Monster
No.
and use
Yeah,
weapons
I
and
keep saying
skills
that.
to overwhelm
When it
enemies
comes out on
with
PC,
turn-based
They won't
be-
stop
weapons.
saying Monsty.
It'll be Monsty.
And
It'll
you'll
be
be
me, you,
rewarded with
Jacob, and
materials,
Omar playing Monster Hunter
which
Rise
can be
on
forged
PC.
into new weapons
Is
and
this the
armor.
thing? Or like, is it? Are the monsters in Monster
an egg?
Hunter called
You might be
monsters,
able to hatch a
but the
new
monsters in
Incredibly
stories are called
powerful monsters
monsties?
can also
I think
hatch
she.
from
I
rare eggs.
didn't she just say Monsty as
Need
like
more
it was
traveling
like
buddies?
an affectionate.
Join up with
Like
friends
a
for
term of
co-op
endearment?
multiplayer quests
Maybe if
and
they're on your
battles.
side, they're a monstie. But if they're
Buckle
evil,
Oh,
up.
Monsty is your
It's going to be
Monsty's
a
your
real
companion.
monster
Oh,
of an
okay.
adventure.
All right, there you go. Makes sense.
Monster Hunter
I used to do events for a restaurant, and we did a golf tournament for the police department on a Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. I watched the chief of police down half a bottle of Fireball on the front nine. This is the only reason to golf. It's true. Because golf is hard, guys. And if
Yeah.
you're drunk, it doesn't feel as hard. You're worse at it, but it doesn't feel as hard.
Mario!
If a certain
WarioWare's
company-
back.
Is this a shot?
WarioWare's back. Wario doesn't drink. Wario only eats garlic.
Keep in mind, we're 20 minutes into this 40-minute direct. We're halfway through. Should I take a shot for this?
Is it if it's a WarioWare game, we'll say yes. And it looks like it is. Hey, rad! I love WarioWare.
Let's go. I'm in.
Peel. All right. Pee on his face. Wario went somewhere else.
You know what? You know
We
what's
could be
really,
drinking about WarioWare, whatever this is.
you know what's really good is frozen Grey Goose. It's terrific.
How do you freeze Grey Goose? Freezing alcohol is tough.
I put it in the close to frozen.
Oh, I got
put it in the
you,
freezer overnight.
Nailed it.
Yeah, it's
Micro game, different abilities.
the colder it is, the less you taste it. It makes it go down a little easier.
It just tastes better, yeah.
Some big news. Two people can play together at the same
Oh my gosh, 2 people? That's crazy.
nice.
Can you imagine
I can't.
2 players in WarioWare?
No, that's wild.
You? Yes, you. The one watching
Oh, yeah.
this. Better get ready
I've
for
taken
some
3 shots
micro game
total.
mayhem.
There you go.
The WarioWare Get It Together game launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch system September 10th.
All right.
I believe that it
Pre-orders
does.
begin today on Nintendo
This is all right
eShop.
so far. New Metroid, new WarioWare. They said Prime 4 that one time.
What you just saw was the trailer for
They got to end on
WarioWare
Breath of the Wild too,
Get It
right?
Together.
They got it.
Yeah.
I'm actually so.
In the latest
I'm going to tell you guys right now a rule about production or anything you're
Control
producing.
Wario at
You
his
start
friends.
strong and end
There is
strong.
also a
You
two-player
put all the garbage in the
co-op
middle.
mode,
So
which greatly
Nintendo doesn't do that.
expands the gameplay.
Nintendo actually
It's
they start
releasing in the
weak.
near future.
Yeah, they do.
Which is weird. I don't know why they do that. Maybe it might be because it's Japan.
Please take a
but
look at this.
Or they know they have a captive audience.
you're supposed to start big, like Xbox did with Starfield,
Yeah.
and then you end with Redfall, right?
This looks like Shin Megami Tensei.
And you're supposed to start strong, end strong. So we're gonna get an end strong. They're building to a climax here. I can feel it.
Wait, is this Shin Megami Tensei 5? Are they finally showing this?
But that reality is upended
Is this a shot?
after you get pulled.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't heard about this game in like 5 years.
People are saying yeah. Chat's saying
Neat.
yeah.
It looks like it. Although now Atlas is gonna have to deal with like Persona being the only series people know about. Nah, they won't. They'll just put it out.
Another Tokyo exists.
M. Lloyd says Grey Goose is
A
bottom shelf
post-apocalyptic
vodka
world
with a high
where
price tag.
angels
Oof.
and demons
Burned me.
reside.
I mean, like
It burned me up.
people get weird about. I don't know. Vodka's weird because vodka is like the most basic alcohol.
It's also supposed to be
Gaining the power
the
to
better
fight.
vodka is odorless and colorless.
What
Like
lies
it's
ahead
almost
in
not
this
supposed
alternate
to taste like
realm?
anything.
Yeah, I don't know. When it comes to vodka, it's 100% personal preference.
It really is. Yeah.
The distillation and the base ingredients do give it a flavor, a bouquet, and an aroma, and then from there it's just down to what you want. So if you like, if you like tasting pencils, you can just drink Pop-Off the whole time.
Yeah, that's right.
To destroy you.
Look at these meters, huh?
Harness your newfound powers
Wow.
to fight demons.
Wow,
You
guys.
your Magatushi is maxed out,
Finding
Bruce.
their
Who?
weak point is key.
This is I'm drinking Grey Goose.
The number of
Which is
consecutive actions you can perform in a
Generally pretty
combo
good
will
vodka, except for
increase.
M. Lloyd says it's not. One person said M. Lloyd said it's bad.
Formidable
There you go.
opponents.
High price tag.
M. Lloyd's got
You may be able to
refined
recruit
taste.
them
He's got
via
refined taste.
negotiations.
I'm curious to see
Or
what
maybe just an
Which
empty
begin
bank
when you
account.
open
I'm curious to see what
conversation.
curious to see what M. Lloyd's
can still
vodka
talk
of choice, high shelf, top shelf vodka of choices.
Chopin, I'm gonna guess. Although you can still get that in most grocery
If the
stores.
negotiation
Yeah.
is successful, a demon will become a powerful ally.
Yes,
Yay.
sure, Soul Effigy. You tell me which vodka I should be drinking if it's
In
not
some
Grey Goose.
cases,
Oh, Crystal
by
Skull? Yeah.
rejecting a
Crystal
demon.
Skull's the
All
only
right,
real vodka.
all right, Dan Aykroyd, whatever you
Feel
say.
motivated.
How come everything Dan
Join
Aykroyd touches
as an
turns to
ally.
gold? That's what I want to know.
That's not
Demons that
true.
do join
He
will
helped
fight
produce the
alongside you
most recent
and grow
Ghostbusters
stronger.
that kind of bombed.
I liked it.
It
but
was fine up until the very end.
Using
Yeah,
demon allies.
I thought it was still fine at the end.
Another demon
it was
I don't know, yeah,
2.5 hours long.
Most people really reacted negatively.
I didn't hate it. I thought the first couple hours were fine.
It's one of the few movies I've actually laughed out loud to recently. But that was mostly due to Chris Hemsworth, now that I think about it.
I'll get a laugh from what's her name? She was in Gilmore Girls. She was in Spy. She's like the Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, yeah.
I generally will laugh out loud at her.
Kate McKinnon's really good, too.
She's great too. Yeah.
Whatever, they're making a real Ghostbusters now, apparently.
Sure.
For real fans of a movie.
There you go, you were right. Look at that.
November
Yeah.
12th.
I did
Shin
it.
Megami Tensei 5.
Why are they using the Final Fantasy font, though? What's that all
Pre-orders for the
about?
physical version
Oh, wait, no, I
begin
guess it's the
June
Shin Megami
21st.
Tensei font. Just not italicized. Yay!
Trailer for Shin
Was that a
Megami
shot?
Tensei 5 from
Would have been for some people, but not for you, Bruce. I don't think.
All right, you tell me when it's.
Please look
You
forward to
honestly, you can
future
tell me. Only
updates.
3 shots. It's no problem.
Okay.
Let's see a
You've
few
seen me
more
take way more
Nintendo
shots.
That's true.
In a way faster time. So
Here we go. This is gonna be a good one. Nope.
Celebrate 10
Dang rope! Oh, all right.
No, that's it. I mean, man, anime should have probably done it. So wait, is this a collection again or something? You think it's a new Danganronpa, Bruce?
Yes. The answer
Oh, no way! Not another one. He's back. Monokuma's back. Decadence.
I need to play this. I actually need to play these. I haven't played these yet. I need to.
Is this a This is a re-release. Yes.
Monokuma, the self-proclaimed school headmaster, has
Yes. I know that cast because I've only played like the first third of the first game.
Also, if you guys want to know what I'm chasing it with, exclamation point G Fuel in Lawrence's chat.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
30% off. Wait, no, it's Tuesday. Ah, might still be 30% off.
30% off. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
E3 weekend discount. You're gonna have to G Fuel up to play through all these hot games.
G Fuel in Lawrence's chat only, not in mine.
Yeah, gives you a little link.
You've gathered to refute contradictions and
Make sure you buy Lawrence. I'm sorry. Make sure you buy G Fuel
L Fuel
with Lawrence's code SirLar.
Thank you, Bruce.
What, are you kidding? Of course, no problem. This actually does rehydrate you. It's pretty great.
Board game from Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony.
Yeah, I managed to mix up a hydration batch in the middle, like at 4 a.m. in between vomitings.
It helps.
It did help. Yeah.
My experience with Dan Aykroyd was at the release of Spider-Man 2 in theaters. He was arguing with the ticket guy to let him in for free because he was part of the Screen Actors Guild. Dan Aykroyd is rich. Just so you know, he can afford a $10 movie ticket.
He shouldn't have to, though.
I mean,
it's a status thing.
I disagree. I actually think that rich people who are famous should be paying more.
Yeah, but then if somebody sees you paying and they assume that you're some kind of peasant who has to pay for things. This is a Fatal Frame game?
Yeah, you're right.
Wait, this is the one that came out on Wii U, right? Everyone knows that one.
In this horror adventure,
you don't stay rich by paying pores.
Is Fatal Frame a rule, Bruce? How did you put Fatal Frame on?
Do you want me to take a shot? I'll do it.
Thought maybe you would be excited about a new Fatal Frame.
I mean, here are the things I was excited about: Breath of the Wild 2, Pokemon Arceus, Mario Kart 9, Nintendo Switch Pro, which we knew we weren't going to get, and Metroid 4, which I took a shot for the new Metroid.
No Fatal Frame, no.
No.
You ever play Fatal Frame?
Honestly, I think I have.
Right.
A very long time ago.
Ghosts.
King Triskelly said, "Would you two play Fatal Frame together?" Should
Yeah.
we?
Fuck yeah.
All right, yeah.
I love playing survival horror games with people.
We're in.
Also, you can put like, what was it, Mia, the main character? You can put her in like weird lingerie. You could in the Wii U version anyway.
Why is every character named Mia?
These games and
Resident Evil.
DLC are
It's easy to
coming
say.
soon. Some even today.
What? Mia's not a common name.
Yeah.
Your war is not
Oh, okay.
over.
DLC's coming to
Raise
Switch.
hell
All right.
in the first
Like,
campaign
nah, they're not doing
expansion for
ray
Doom
tracing. What is
Eternal,
this?
The Ancient Gods Part 1.
Cool. Yay.
Bad news, guys. There's only 10 minutes
More
left.
challenging combat awaits
Really?
as
Yeah.
you eliminate
Oh,
Hell's
It's
newest
40 minutes
threats.
long.
Oh.
From demon-infested
I appreciate that
ruins and
Nintendo's
rain-swept
at least
terrain.
transparent about it.
Yeah.
It's going to be all software, and it's going to be 40 minutes
The
long.
fate of the cosmos is in your hands. Get slaying when this campaign expansion launches on Nintendo Switch later
So
today.
mad.
You're going to get slaying?
Well, I kind of already. Oh, okay.
Get ramped up for two iconic skateboarding
Tony
games
Hawk was
fully
not a
remastered
shot
in
rule,
HD.
everyone.
Skate
Oh, this might be another one you want to
defining
mute.
jams as the legendary
Oh, good
Tony
call,
Hawk
good
and
call.
their roster of-
Actually, that sounds like generic.
Take your
Yeah, that sounds like
sessions on the
generic
go with
music.
all
Oh, okay.
the
I'm gonna be
original
honest
game
with you.
modes. And
Yeah,
compete
this is
locally
definitely
or
generic
online to
music.
show off your tricks
100%.
against other skaters. Drop
I'm just
into
playing that
Tony
level.
Hawk's Pro
Venice
Skater
Beach?
1 and 2, launching on Nintendo Switch.
Where'd that
June
magic bum
25th.
go?
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Cool.
All right, you can buy it right now, guys.
Oh,
After 4,000 years, Sateki, the Witch Queen, has risen from the dead. And only
Lawrence,
one group
have you
of
ever wanted to be the
heroes can stop her.
voiceover for this?
hey, that'd be
The
fun.
I think it'd be really
Brigade.
cool if you were the voiceover.
In this thrilling
Well, the thing
adventure,
that I've learned,
you'll
though,
blast through an army of mummified monstrosities while
every
solving
single
puzzles
streamer,
in booby
every
trap
last one,
dungeons. Go it
probably you
alone
too,
or team up with
are trying to
other
also do
daring
voice
adventurers in
acting.
local
Why not?
wireless
It's
co-op
fun.
and
Yeah,
online
no,
play.
it's fun.
Yeah.
It's just,
Expect the unexpected
I guess,
when Strange Brigade launches on Nintendo Switch.
I don't know. I like
later
playing
today.
video games, and all the times that I'm playing video games, other people are like hustling for voiceover work. So, whatever.
It's a new adventure.
Oh, Mario Rabbids, of course. We already
back.
know about that.
Mario and his
I
friends will
think
team up
if
with
somebody
the
comes to me and
rabbits
says,
once again
"Hey,
to restore
we want you to do a
order to the
voiceover," I'd be like, "Yeah, of course."
Fuck yeah.
Our heroes
of
must
course.
stop
But I'm not
a
gonna hustle
mysterious
for it.
new
You gotta
evil
hustle
from
for it,
plunging
Bruce.
the universe into
Because
chaos.
there's people hustling.
Nah, we're good. We're good.
But you
Rabbit
have
Rosalina
representation
joins
though. You should make them hustle
bored
for you.
already?
You gotta like be sending them text
Explore
messages
planets
every
filled
day.
with quirky
Where's my
rabbits.
Sony gig?
Where's my gig?
Yeah. I don't see no
Where's
emails in
my
my
gig?
inbox.
Take on the tactical genre.
Doesn't work that
Our
way.
heroes can run freely
Aw,
around the
not at all.
battlefield.
Come on.
What-
People have to want
chaotic
you, Lawrence. They
possibilities.
have to want you, and if they don't want you, it doesn't matter.
I thought
With a little
every
help from your
representation I've seen of performers interacting with their representation. I like this guy though.
Well, one thing's certain.
You gotta yell at him a little bit, right? Those agents, get him out there.
I mean,
working for you.
No.
Oh.
When you yell at people, generally, it does not motivate them to do more work for you.
I guess that's true.
Oh, game footage not final. This might be good.
That was Zelda. Wait, no, it wasn't.
Never mind.
Whoa!
I was wrong.
Advance Wars is back, Bruce. Is your Advance Wars rule? Where is it?
No, that's not on the shot roll. Should I take a shot though?
Actually, yeah, you should. For Advance Wars?
You
Holy
got
fuck. Oh, it's a remaster.
Lawrence,
All right.
oh, should I take it?
I'll do a half.
All right, a half. Half shot for Advance Wars Remaster. There we go.
That's cool. I was thinking about this game the other day.
Cheers to that.
I guess I assumed since Fire Emblem... I don't know, man. Everyone's horny for Fire Emblem all the time.
They are?
No one's horny for Advance Wars anymore, even though they're the same game.
Cheers to the Advance Wars Remaster. I almost sneezed when I took that shot.
God.
Thrilling stories, memorable characters.
It's like my body's
and
rejecting it.
player in store.
I think I was stuck on the last level of Advance Wars 2 for like a solid 3 hours.
Well, that sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, that was a real crucible.
Play the first 2 Advance Wars campaigns in Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp, marching on to Nintendo Switch this holiday. Pre-orders
do you
begin
think?
today.
You excited?
On Nintendo eShop.
Their holiday's shaping up a little weird.
How is everything?
Unless they have another
All right.
slate of like
This
Switch
next
Pro
segment will be
exclusives
our
they're going to
last
announce
announcement
later.
of the day.
7 minutes left,
take a
guys.
Breath of the Wild 2. 7 whole minutes of Zelda.
Come on. Come on. Just do it.
Nope. Wait, yes. Didn't look like Zelda.
High roll.
Never mind!
All right.
God damn
The
it.
expansion pass.
This game sucks ass.
I actually have not played it, so I don't know.
It's not good. I like Musou games, and for some reason, like Omega Force, I don't know, they're weird. Sometimes they're on their game, often they're not. Persona 5 Strikers was good, but that was a collab. But man, this game fucking sucks. It's so simple and boring and stupid. I mean, and yeah, that's Musou, but Jesus Christ. There's just nothing else to it.
That's
Anyway.
really sad. That's actually a really sad thing I'm hearing.
Oh, people in chat like Calamity, Age of Calamity. All right, well, you guys can like it. I will continue not.
You guys can like it. I like that Lawrence is giving you permission.
Yeah, I'm allowing you to like a video game. So I guess you're all going to be buying the Age of Calamity Battle Pass? Yes.
Pulse of the
Everyone in chat who likes this game, we're all going to be buying the expanded content. $19.99 USD, huh?
It's come out in 3 days, guys.
There he is. There's Aonuma. There's our guy.
All right, here we go. Breath of the Wild 2. Let's go. 2 shots. You know what? I'll take 2 shots of this. Fuck it.
Trailer for the first wave of DLC for the
No,
Hyrule
he's talking
Warriors
about
Age of Calamity
Hyrule
expansion
Warriors
pass
still.
from Koei Tecmo Games. It will follow Link
So does
and his
Nintendo do a
allies through
direct
more
every
battles that took
month
place
or something?
100
Like
years
what the fuck?
prior
Like
to
why?
Usually like once a
events of
quarter.
The
Yeah, that's what I
Legend of
thought. So
Zelda Breath of the Wild.
how
I
have
hope
they
you'll look
never
forward to
done?
it.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't know.
Like,
Why am I
More
asking
things
questions?
to share with you all today.
Huh?
We'll begin with The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD,
Nope.
which launches next month.
Fuck! All right, sure. Talk about that.
You'll immerse yourself in the role of Link by using
Do you think?
2
All right, let me ask you
Joy-Con
this question
controllers
because
for intuitive motion
most people are
control,
looking for Breath of the Wild 2,
or
right?
by
So
playing in handheld mode.
is there one
Wield the
person out there
sword
that's
via
like,
flicking the stick and
fuck
button
yeah,
movement controls.
I'm buying Skyward Sword.
This game depicts the
Is it
oldest
worth
era
the
in the
time that
Legend
they're
of
putting
Zelda
in for the
series,
production of
the
this
story of how it
to
all
sell
began.
Skyward Sword copies?
What
Do you know
is
what I'm
the
saying?
origin
Yeah,
of the
I think
Master
so.
Sword?
Is it okay? All right.
Re-releases
Why
are
did a
such
woman
a
named
such an
Zelda
easy
become
dunk.
the
If
legend
you
for
believe that it is
future
worth, like,
generations?
if there's like, let's say
These will all
100
be
people
unraveled
that
in
see
this
this thing
game.
and go, oh my gosh, Skyward Sword, I'm
We
buying
hope
the
you're
shit out of
looking
that.
forward to
I
The
think that's
Legend of
more of an
Zelda
impulse
Skyward
purchase
Sword
for
HD.
people who are, have given Nintendo their credit cards.
But this, do you see what I'm saying? Like, why are they marketing it now?
Next up,
This is in a Zelda block. Oh, Game & Watch is back.
here's a
Do you
little
have a Game &
something you
Watch
might
shot,
like.
Ruler?
This is
No,
a
I
Game
don't.
& Watch
Should I take a
system
shot?
that lets you play 3 games in
Nah,
the Legend of
no,
Zelda
okay,
series.
all right. Lawrence says no,
This
so
year,
I'm not going to
the
do it.
original Legend of Zelda
Ah,
game
Sergeant, good to
reaches
see you,
its 35th
as always.
anniversary. While we don't have any campaigns or other Nintendo Switch games,
5 minutes left, guys.
We've been
5 minutes
working on
left.
this Game & Watch system as a special item to help mark the occasion.
Who needs
and
Breath of the
reflect
Wild
fondly
2?
on the
Nobody.
earliest days of the
The
Legend
answer
of
is
Zelda.
no one.
That's nice. Actually,
It will
I think
come
they
with
put
the
out
first
Game &
game
Watches
in the
for Mario
series,
Brothers,
The Legend
and
of Zelda.
people went pretty collection mad over them.
Zelda
Oh, yeah,
2,
of course.
The
They're
Adventure
fun
of
little
Link,
gadgets.
In 30 years,
and
we'll
the
be
Game
selling
Boy
them
version of The
for
Legend of Zelda, Link's
$200.
Awakening,
Try 30 hours.
as
There's
well
probably
as a
eBay
special
listings for these
version of
already.
the Game &
Yeah,
Watch
you're probably
titled
right.
Vermin, starring Link as the playable character.
Ah, that's
So
fun.
that's 4
Remember?
games on one system. From
What?
longer Legend
Babu,
of Zelda
little
games
octopuses.
to the
I'm not
pick-up-and-play
paying attention.
game Vermin.
I'm
Yeah,
tuned
that's
out.
okay. That's all right.
Oh, you're
In
right.
addition, regarding the
So wait, how
watch
expensive
functionality
is
for the
this?
Game & Watch system, we've
I mean,
added a
Bru-
playable
you bring up
clock
like Skyward
based on The
Sword,
Legend
but
of Zelda,
people seem to enjoy Link's Awakening HD in that
and
game.
an interactive
You can beat
timer
that game in
themed
like
after Zelda
8
2,
hours?
The Adventure of Link.
That's right.
I would rather play Skyward Sword than Link's Awakening.
You can play with both of them by taking control of Link.
I think I would, actually. Maybe that's wrong.
You know what's weird about these video games is nobody's
you'll
playing
enjoy
them.
playing
They're
this
only
Game &
buying
Watch
them to
system.
collect.
Yeah.
Whenever and wherever you
Nintendo
find
is a toy maker.
Yeah.
People forget that.
Yeah, that's true.
They make products people buy. It doesn't mean that they're going to use
All
them.
right, here's the last thing we have to show you.
Here it is, Bruce.
Breath of the Wild 2.
This is the sequel to The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Yeah!
Let's
2
go.
years have passed since we first announced this game, and we've been unable
Full
to
shot.
share anything with you in that time.
Full shot.
However,
Let's go.
Development has been steadily progressing. For today, we've prepared some new footage to show a bit more of the game.
New
Please
footage.
take a look.
Release date, babies. Let's go. Come on.
I don't know about release date.
2022. It's gonna be 2022. It's not gonna be 2020.
I mean, I presumed Breath of the Wild 2 was going to be the game that they launch a new Switch hardware platform with.
Which is a good guess.
Which, yeah, if it's 2022, then they might be doing a March release.
Yeah. It's gonna be for sure. They're gonna be like COVID, and then 100%.
He's skywarding. Look.
I can't wait.
He's in sky.
I can't wait.
How Link get up that high? Oh,
I can't wait. That shot didn't hurt at all. Actually, it was the easiest shot in the world.
yeah. They only get easier.
They only get easier. It's true.
So there's like islands you fly to now.
Oh my god. The physics engine in this game is honestly maybe the best physics engine other than Half-Life. Or maybe they compare, because it's unbelievable the way this game did this. Like
How resilient it is.
how resilient. Yeah.
People,
That's right.
like Skyrim, man, you walk over a rock with a horse and suddenly you're in space, but people found out all these like cool physics tricks to bonk like rocks into other rocks and bounce off it with their shield and launch themselves and
It's just
stuff.
it's unbelievable. It really honestly, like, the development for this game, in my opinion, is so technically amazing. And I think a lot of people do not give it credit for that.
Reversal power is pretty cool though. And apparently it reversed the music too, which is neat.
Oh, that's cool.
That's, yeah, you're right, Bruce.
There we go, 2022. We got that release date, babies. Sort of? Could be any time, but probably,
Yeah,
probably
What did you think?
first quarter.
This time
Yeah,
around,
it's
the
got to
setting
be.
for the
It's still
adventure
probably
has
going to
been
be in
expanded
fiscal
to include the
2021.
skies above Hyrule.
So March 2022.
We'd like to
Yeah.
ask you to wait a bit longer.
We guess that,
We're aiming
and
for a
then
2022 release, so I hope you'll look forward
probably
to it.
March for Switch Pro as well. Which makes sense why they're not talking about it now.
Yeah.
How was that? That's all for this
December
Nintendo Direct.
31st, 2022.
We are diligently continuing
Could be.
development on a number of other games
Also
we
could
didn't
be.
show today. I hope you'll continue looking forward to what's in store on
Well-
Nintendo Switch.
What do you think?
Thank you
How
for
do you
watching.
feel?
I mean, they didn't show Prime 4.
They did not. They mentioned it very
Yeah,
briefly.
that's kind of surprising. I thought they were going to show it. Metroid Dread is really cool and something that I thought was never going to happen. So that's neat. WarioWare? Negative 10 out of 10.
Hi, everyone. I'm Doug Bowser
I have
from
that
Nintendo
shirt.
of America, and I'm here with Nate Bildorf.
What are they going to do? You want to watch this treehouse?
I mean, they're gonna. Usually, they show the games that they talked about for the next like 3 or 4 hours.
Hours?
Looks
Yeah,
pretty epic,
Treehouse usually
right?
lasts all day.
And how about that announcement?
Oh, nice. So yesterday when we were watching Capcom, I don't know if you saw it, but there was a host rap where I think Rachel, the host, said, she said, literally word for word, she said, "Looks pretty epic, right? And how about that announcement?" And so now that's a meme within our chat.
Whew, that's a good meme.
It is a good meme.
Yeah, she was swinging for the fences there, but
Hey, you know what? Like I said before, it's not her fault. Whatever was written for her
Yeah, no, you do your best job, and she clearly did.
Yeah, that's the shit she's got to do. So
your job is to get up there and dance. You don't get to choose the dance.
Lawrence, do you want to watch this treehouse?
No. I mean, I might have it on in the background at home, but that's
Here, you know what? I'll turn it down then. We'll do this.
Yeah, that works for me.
By the way, Nate.
There we go.
Do you know why Luigi brings 2 pairs of pants to the golf course with him?
Because he shits his pants.
We are.
In
case he gets a hole in one.
Oh!
This game is just
My gosh, you're cracking Nintendo jokes, guys. They are cracking Nintendo jokes, everyone.
Battle golf, the golf
hole in his
adventure
pants.
mode, and the option to
Lawrence,
play buttons or
now's a good time to
motion
ask you.
and you can play with
How has your E3 been?
Oh, it's phenomenal. I mean, this is, I think, the first E3, and I didn't have to work the whole time.
That's right. Yeah, you just get to watch and drink.
Yeah, that's it. And to some degree, leading into this E3, I was kind of curious if I'd get approached to do anything, and I didn't. And I was like, that's kind of a bummer. But at the same time, I'm almost like, no, it's not. I actually get to just chill out and watch stuff. So, that's awesome. And I very much enjoyed that. Oh my gosh, all the other like E3s where I was just. What really sucked, I think, is working my ass off and then like with seeing like hosts or coworkers just kind of take it crazy easy, going around worming their way into demos that they had no appointments for. And I'm just like, damn, man.
It's funny whenever Lawrence says anything. Just so you guys know, whenever Lawrence says anything like that's very general. I specifically can zoom in on who it is and when it happens, and I'm like, yes, that's correct. That actually happened. The things that Lawrence is saying is absolutely accurate and correct.
So yeah, it was way nice to just sit back and sort of enjoy everything.
Yeah, it's. I was really hoping to do that with you, and then that show came up, and I was like, fuck. All right,
big paycheck though.
No, I mean like it was to be truthful. People were asking like did you have fun? And I had a blast. It was great to be like a part of a very large production. That's something that I like to do, and I just like hosting. It's really fun. So for me that was great, but I wish I had been sitting next to you drinking, because we would have been so belligerent by the end of it. It would have been great. It would have been great.
As always, next year you got to make yourself less hireable, Bruce.
How do I do that?
Get older?
Yeah, that is one way. I'm doing it.
Yeah,
right now as we speak.
I can tell. Again, Bruce is the font of youth over here. He's gonna get hired until he's 90 years old.
I don't know that they're gonna hire
on set.
a 90-year-old white man to host E3 in 2045.
Maybe it's gonna like wrap around. Maybe white dudes are gonna come back in, Bruce.
You know what I wish they would do is actually experiment with me and put me in a spaceship, and then they're like, the spaceship may explode.
Could.
But also, you may go to space. So then that way, if I go up and I survive, then it's like, oh, wow, cool, I survived. But if the spaceship explodes, then whatever.
Is this part of a hosting gig, or is this just in general?
This is just in general.
Oh, okay.
I just want to go to space.
Okay, because I was going to float out there. World's first E3 host from orbit. Cut to our correspondent Bruce on the ISS or whatever. That'd be cool.
Absolutely. What's the most excited you were so far for all of the E3 announcements? There's been a good amount, but only pick one game. What is it? It's a tough one.
Probably Elden Ring.
Oh, okay. All right.
It looked the most like a game. I feel like I've already wrapped my head around what it's going to be, and I'm really excited for it. Yeah, there were a ton of like kind of AA indie level PC games that looked really, really interesting. But in terms of the big, huge games, like Microsoft showed a ton of them, but none of them were like on deck to be played.
Yeah,
right.
I get you.
Did they? Because like Microsoft Showcase didn't have a whole lot that was coming out this year, did it?
There were a few, but no, you're right. Mostly next year.
Yeah, Replaced looks tight. Fallen Aces looks really, really good.
Great time. Hope both you and Lawrence are doing well.
Thanks, Kearney. Oh, that's really nice of you, Kearney.
Doing better than ever.
Replaced.
Oh, there's still Metroid.
But overall, biggest game for you. What is it?
Yeah, probably Elden Ring.
Okay, Elden Ring.
I mean, they didn't. If they showed more Breath of the Wild 2. which they didn't. They showed very, very little. There was like a little bit. The like jumping up through islands makes sense because there's really no flight mechanics, so that's how you, I guess, you could launch yourself up.
Yeah.
The rewind ability is neat. I don't know. Maybe if you go through it frame by frame, you can get something else out of it. But
do you want to? I mean,
sure,
we totally could.
Let's do it.
Let's see.
Trailer analysis.
Where were we? Is this it?
Oh
yeah, Kiwi game. No. Read that interview with Miyazaki. Which one? You're gonna have to be specific. I've read multiple interviews with Miyazaki.
Strange Brigade launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Oh, here it is.
Oh wait, that launches today?
Alright, let's
for the Game & Watch system, we've added a playable clock.
Yeah, Johnny Depp in Sea of Thieves. That was a pretty amazing moment. Top Gun plane in Flight Sim.
I was actually saying that Sea of Thieves, that reveal to me felt like they had been angling for that the entire time for Sea of Thieves. Like they actually wanted they wanted a Pirates of the Caribbean game, and they'd been making it for a very long time, and then finally they got Johnny Depp. So
they had to wait for the Pirates of the Caribbean property to cool off.
Zelda Breath of the Wild.
All right, here it is.
2 years have passed since we first announced this game, and we've been unable to share anything with you in that time.
I mean, so we're talking when they release it, it's going to have been, I think, 5 years since the release of the first one.
Oh, Breath of the Wild?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Long time. So, Calamity Flakes. I guess Link's getting infected with Calamity energy.
But didn't he cleanse the Calamity?
You never really do that in a Zelda game. You just sort of put it back in a box for a while.
No, Zelda!
Zelda fell into a sludge. This is... It's very strange to have like a very Skyward Sword-y depiction of Link like falling like that. It looks like he's even wearing Skyward Sword clothes.
Mm-hmm.
We got rock monsters.
Super robot arm.
Yeah, I'm guessing that... I guess it's not a Sheikah Slate anymore. You get... Yeah, you have a mecha arm.
Sekiro robot arm. Yeah.
That was interesting. Water like turning into a drip or something? Or maybe that's like... It's the same color as Link squirting up through the ground, so maybe that's just like a node on the ground that you can fire yourself up through something with. Provided you have the right upgrade and you beat the right dungeon.
And then they spent like, I want to like 30 seconds on this.
So is this Hyrule Field?
It looks like Hyrule Field because that's the castle, right? So
yeah, but that does kind of look like that.
It's not moving.
Like Hyrule Town. Not just floating.
Was that the end of it? Yes, it is the end of it. Okay, all right. So let's see here. Let's go back a little bit.
Show you. This is the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. 2 years have passed since we first announced this game, and we've been unable to share anything with you in that time. However,
I want that shirt.
Has been steadily
it's a nice looking shirt.
Nice little Zelda shirt. He's got
fit.
New footage to show a bit more of the game.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of I was hoping for some kind of context about why there would be a sequel aside from Calamity's back. No, I mean they don't show Ganon at all. Who's that?
Maybe, hold on.
Looked like
maybe that
was the Redead.
After Zelda 2,
the little mummy man.
Watch.
This game, and we've been unable
they're about to dive into Metroid Dread on Treehouse. All right.
However, development has been steadily progressing.
That was Ganon? That's what he looks like now?
It looks like Ganon to me. Like very briefly.
Please take a look.
I'll try and pause it on Ganon here. Oh no!
You can if you use the comma, you can frame step backwards.
Oh, comma?
Yeah. And then period is frame step forward.
Alright. That's gotta be Ganon. Dead Ganon.
Is that what Ganon looks like?
Dead Ganon. Right?
I mean, Calamity Ganon looks different than that. I thought.
Lawrence is he's Googling it.
I'm doing the research.
Doing the research right now. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know that you'd see Ganon in not Calamity Ganon form. Yeah. I can kind of... Hold on, let me see if I can... He's got like a big old thing in his forehead. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like, it's clearly, it's gotta be Ganon, right?
Gotta be. Yeah.
Who else would it be?
Yeah, why else would it be in the trailer at that point?
Yeah.
All right, so again, yeah, that's totally him. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's him. Yep.
Ganon's back.
I mean, are you surprised?
No.
Okay.
Well, sort of. In
Really?
like
Are
direct sequels, Ganon doesn't really show up. Ganon wasn't in Majora's Mask. Ganon wasn't in Zelda 2. So it is a little weird for a sequel to just have the same villain again.
Well, who else would it be?
I don't know. Zelda. They just make up whatever the fuck they want.
That's true. You're right.
It's just weird. It's breaking trends. That's all. Not to say that there is really a trend, but Nintendo doesn't make direct sequels that often. Ganon's back. Oh. I'm also curious, just timeline-wise, how far after the first game this one's supposed to be?
Or is it a prequel? Could be.
Sure.
Could be.
I mean, trying to dig in and find, like, plot shit about Zelda is usually
It's
just
very, very hard.
Yeah, it's not the wisest use of time, really, because they don't make the games like that. That's kind of neat, though. There's, like, little roving moblin camps.
That's normal.
And little rock monsters.
That's normal, yeah.
Wonder if that means
Mecha Arm. That's Sekiro Arm.
Sekiro Arm,
Yeah, absolutely.
Infused with green magic. Get a flame arm. What is it?
So that's the reversal.
Yeah.
Right?
You're squirting up through the ground. That may be a shrine there? I don't know why it's in the sky like that.
So this is alright, so the castle is actually ascending, but not all the way.
I think it just floats a little bit.
Yeah, it just floats a little bit because of Calamity.
I guess. Sure. Wasn't it doing that in the first one?
It was. And then why the fuck would they show 30 seconds of this shit?
Because it's Zelda. Like, seeing a broad, desolate wasteland that you can go explore is like the whole thing. Breath of the Wild starts with a pretty impactful vista, tempting you to explore this world.
That's true, yeah.
Day-night cycle, maybe? Wait, Breath of the Wild had that, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally did.
All right. Doing it again. It broke loose in the first trailer. What is it? There's a villain in Hyrule Warriors. It's part of a larger group of bad guys. Maybe they're involved with Zombie Ganon. Yeah, maybe. That would imply that Hyrule Warriors has any value to anybody, though. Boom.
Damn, Lawrence, booming him right now.
I just think it's weird, Bruce, that your chat is filled with Hyrule Warriors fans. Isn't that weird?
It's super weird because I've never played the game, and I probably won't.
Yeah, what happened there?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Should I play it? No. All right, Lawrence says no. If Lawrence says no, then I'm definitely not going to play it.
I played Hyrule Warriors a little bit because I was like, I want to learn more about the Breath of the Wild story and characters. Guess what that game doesn't do at all?
I mean, yeah, I'm going to play the shit out of the Breath of the Wild 2, but like we're months away.
Yeah.
We're not a year away, but we're probably months away.
Don't worry, though, because you'll have Skyward Sword HD in the meantime. HD now.
I don't know.
On your Switch, Bruce. You can play it on a TV. You can play it in handheld mode. You can pop out the little kickstand there and play it wherever you are, provided you have battery and headphones.
Also, no Switch Pro, everybody. No Pokemon Arceus either.
Yeah, no Pokemon.
That's surprising, actually. At all. Like, literally no Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't know. A little weak. I mean, Metroid, big deal, I think. Nintendo's trying their best. Maybe.
Maybe.
Advance Wars is back.
Something I want. This.
Yeah, it's like multiple parts. Also, this, I've seen that shape multiple times, that like kind of pine cone that was on his shoulders. That little drop. Because that was also, it's also the thing that is that little green thing that shoots Link up, and then when Link went up to that shrine, there were like some of those around too.
Yeah.
Which also, this rock formation looks like the aerial shrine that he went to later. So maybe there's another tier of the world, and up there's different kinds of enemies and stuff like that. So these like rock golems and stuff are in the sky territory as well. ground Hyrule is still the same.
It is weird because I don't know how they're going to explain the sequel to this because
they don't need to.
Well, I know.
Calamity's back.
Which is something that like I feel like we should talk about because with movies and television and stuff like that, generally speaking, you have to explain those stories. You have to be like, oh, like a one-line explanation. But with this, it's a sequel to a video game, so who gives a shit? I think that's like kind of lazy. But I hope that they're just going to give me a one-line explanation as to why we're still playing in this world.
Yeah.
Because we cleansed the calamity, so...
I am really, I am always fascinated by that. Nintendo, especially when it comes to Legend of Zelda, walks a really fine line when it comes to plot and narrative. They try very hard to be as implicit and subtextual as they can, which works really well for a game that is essentially like a fable. It is a fantasy story.
Yeah.
So I do love the fact that a lot of Zelda's characters and timeline and stories is implicit or even dreamlike in a way. But yeah, they're making a direct sequel. So I mean think about like I'm trying to think of Majora's Mask. I think it just opened with Link on a horse and then it was like, "Oh, Skull Kid's here now." Yeah. And you're off to the races. That's it.
Which is weird. I mean like again, so the gameplay's so good it kind of doesn't matter. I'm fine with it if there's no story, doesn't matter to me. But for the lore hounds, what how do you explain it away? It's always implied lore. It's always like there's like, oh, that's implied. I'm like, all right, okay, sure. Like if we're all gonna sit there and read into it, then yes, of course, there's a huge story. But that's like a story that you didn't know that existed. So
yeah, let's see here. Breath of the Wild talked a lot about old Sheikah technology. So if the world is being ripped out into the air, it could literally be that old buried ruins are now out in the open. That's what it seems like, because the rock formations in the like, from what I presume are the shrines in the air, they're completely different than the ones on the ground. There's a lot of like inverted triangles and stuff.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because that's a really good way to visually tell somebody just through shapes. You're not on the ground right now, you're in the sky. So, smart design. And I guess that's a way to add more geometry to the world. Like if you're making a sequel to Breath of the Wild, you already have Hyrule Field and the entire world map made. So this feels like a way to sort of use that whole world again, repopulate it with different shrines and different enemies, and then put some islands in the sky too, mixed up.
Here's a weird question: is that actually Link's hand?
Yeah, he's got big old fingernails.
It does not look like Link's hand. I feel like that looks like an evil hand. It could be Link's hand. He has really long fingernails and he's evil. But
well, it looks kind of like that looks like Link's hip to me. Get a little booty up there.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
I can see like it looks like he's not wearing a shirt. So kind of reminds me of the beginning of Breath of the Wild when he's sitting in that weird coffin thing and you pop out. Wasn't he shirtless in that sequence too?
I think you're right. I think he was.
So maybe you gotta like, it's like ancient Sheikah technology, but it only activates through exposed nipples. Yeah, there's like runes over here.
Yeah, so he's like laying on a stone table.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's like the Sheikah Slate, except this is the ancient mechanical gimmick that'll give you all your powers in this game.
So why does he have meth nails?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess he's been outside for a long time. Link's not very domesticated.
No word on Switch Pro. This was all software.
It's Link's past self's arm.
So his past self has longer fingernails?
I love it.
He has a Ganon arm? No way.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to have a Sheikah Slate. That is true. Which makes sense. That's a pretty easy story gimmick to mix up the like powers he has. Also, it's not on Wii U, so you don't need a... Like, that was the whole thing.
So maybe his arm down here... Maybe this is like an evil arm that he has to use. And that's why it's got long fingernails.
Maybe. I don't know if it's evil so much. The way that they're color coding it is that red is evil. Green is magic.
Green is good?
Yeah. That rewind ability will be pretty neat. So yeah, it's like... The drop is an inverted tier, and then you see, like, these guys here. Oh, let's see, unpause it.
Yeah,
so there's these little, like, lantern things.
The pine cones, yeah.
And then these rock formations that are sort of, like, inverted triangles. That's kind of neat. And it looks like there's, like, an elevator or something back there. what else could there be? If this is an island and you can see sky under there, it has to just be this structure.
No, it's true.
So maybe instead of like, because in Breath of the Wild, you go to shrines and then an elevator would take you under the ground. Maybe now it's just like a teleporter or something that teleports you to a whole puzzle space. I guess you get more of a look at the world here too. Because yeah, there's like, I'm going to guess these are all like floating island guys.
Did I just... Alright, hold on. Let me see. So, did his hair... Is his hair longer? Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Way longer.
Look at his mane.
Yeah, it's way, way longer.
So yeah, maybe there was like...
implied time passed. But.
Yeah, maybe Ganon got back out, and then Link got put on ice for another 1,000 years, and then the game starts. Or something.
That would make more sense, yeah.
They did show Zelda flopping into the Calamity at the beginning.
It could be Zelda, but I mean, like... I feel like that looks like a Link build.
Somebody did speculate, too, that... in the first Breath of the Wild trailer, it shows Link and Zelda going into the catacombs beneath Hyrule Castle. Presumably they find Ganon there and fuck with him for something or wake him up. And then she falls into Calamity. Link's like, ah, dang it, not again. And then he goes to sleep for another millennia. What's really interesting, and one of the things I thought they were going to follow up on a little bit more, is that Breath of the Wild is kind of like, it's the game that happens when your Link is not very good. Like, Breath of the Wild's Link kind of sucks, because he fucked up.
That's right. Yeah.
He lost the first time. And I guess he did in the second, but the world was already destroyed, so whoopsie. So it would be pretty rad as if in the beginning, Link still can't do shit. Zelda gets taken again, he's like, fuck! Alright. I guess I'll just go have a nap.
Here, hold on. People are saying, what if you play as Zelda in this one? And I'm trying to see if there's any clues, other than the long hair.
I didn't see anything that implied that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't either.
There's a shot specifically showing her falling out of the game.
The long hair...
She's like, bye!
The long hair here just implies that time has passed.
Yeah, so I guess... And also, that would be a really good way to start the game. If, like Breath of the Wild 1 had you walk out of that cave, giant vista, I could see Breath of the Wild 2 opens in nearly the same way. You wake up in a catacomb, you walk outside, giant vista, except there's no ground, and then you just jump off. Which would be a pretty exciting way to start the game. And yeah, longer hair. Maybe that's why his nails are longer too?
Well, he's got evil arm there.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna guess that the sequence of him getting his mecha arm infused is at the beginning of the game. You already have the glider too, which is kind of interesting. Or I guess you kept it?
So, people are saying they're purposefully not showing the face. Which is true, they're not.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Maybe it is Zelda. Maybe it is. Like we haven't seen the face at all. What do you think? You think that face down there is
No.
That's Link, right?
Yeah. Also, like, just in terms of character design, and when you're dealing with brands and established characters, why would you take one character and intentionally make them look as much like another character as possible? How are you going to sell Amiibo? That's definitely Link. I'm serious though. That plays into all of it. When you're designing a character, you got to think about how it's going to look on toys, how it's going to look on shirts, how these characters are going to look next to each other. It's all part of the merchandisability of it.
That's
Link.
It definitely looks like Link. I like that we're thinking about it though. I appreciate that. Let's see here. It is interesting that they're not showing the character, although when you play the game, you don't see the face very often.
Yeah. Also, like, a couple of things about time getting reversed. Not only the actual literal power of the ball rolling back, but that drip kind of like flowing backwards and then Link shooting up through something, kind of reversing gravity or reversing time.
I'm fine with the fact that, like, because somebody was like, maybe you play as both. That's a possibility that you might actually play as both Link and Zelda.
Probably not. But
probably
maybe.
Not. But maybe, yeah.
I don't know. Why is everybody fixated on playing as Zelda?
Just because no one sees the face, so they're like,
oh,
yeah,
okay. I don't know why they'd show it. They specifically show a shot of her like
falling,
disappearing.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know. That's Zelda. I'm not being defensive about playing as Link. I didn't see anything that implied you wouldn't.
It is. I mean, like,
it's weird that they don't show the face. I think it was incidental.
Yeah,
I don't think that they came to the trailer and like, we need to cut out every shot of Link's face.
Yeah, I don't know.
They just cut the trailer, and that's how it landed. There was Link's face was in the first Breath of the Wild thing. And granted, they didn't show gameplay in that one, but You don't see his face when you're playing the game most of the time. You have to like specifically swing the camera.
It's always behind him. Yeah, it's constantly. It's like over the shoulder, and it's usually just his hair. So, can you play the trailer in reverse? Can we do that? I don't know that we can.
You have to download it. Are you expecting some kind of Paul is Dead thing? People were saying the music was backwards.
They were, yeah.
It almost kind of reminds me of like. There's been a couple of times in Zelda series where you go into weird spaces where like time is all fucky. Kind of reminds me of going to the like Hyrule Castle in Wind Waker. Maybe Ganon discovered time travel. Oh, they did backwards music in Skyward Sword.
Has he really? Not? Has he not already discovered time travel?
I mean, maybe.
I thought that Ganon had at some point.
100% overthinking this trailer. Welcome to Twitch.
That's what you do.
Yeah, that's the point.
But usually, honestly, like when they cut these like teaser trailers, they are generally hiding things. Like usually they are, and it's not. Maybe it's
also the way the camera moves there. It's creating the perfect amount of negative space for a title card. And it looked like the Link was diving onto like islands there, not into the main ground.
Yeah. People are saying the music is reversed at that point.
Oh, when you like
there it is. Yeah,
zip it back up into the.
You can hear it.
I think that might just be part of. It seems like a number of the powers you get are kind of operated around reversing things or rolling things back. So the reversing music may just be a side effect of doing the transport move that he was doing.
Should I Google it to see if somebody's already done it?
Sure.
Let's see here. What will I even Google here? What is this from?
That was fast.
This is a long time ago, though.
Oh, okay. This is during the first trailer?
I feel like this is posted... Yeah,
2019.
2019.
So there was a reversed audio in that one, too, huh?
Let's see here. No, it doesn't look like anybody's done it yet. Huh. Breath of the Wild 2 reveals alleged release date, title, and more. This is in 2019? No. No way. Alright, well, somebody else is going to have to do that. Somebody's going to work on that. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Somebody's got a... Hits from your mom says they have a link. Alright, so this is all in reverse.
There's not going to be a... There's nothing... We'll see, we'll see. I'm pretty sure there's not going to be anything interesting in this.
There's no way. There's no way they did. No way.
Like it's not even that reversed when it reverses.
No, yeah.
I really think it's just an audio effect that accompanies that green teleport move. What seemed faster in reverse?
Yeah, that was I don't think that was anything. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that was anything.
Although it is interesting there was reversed music in the first trailer. I didn't know that. Alright, well. Analyzed.
We did it.
We did it.
We found out that it's Zelda.
It's Zelda. Turns out it's still Zelda.
You're gonna play as Zelda.
Somebody said that like they thought that the person getting the Sekiro arm was Zelda because they were wearing the same clothes that Zelda was when Zelda fell into the red stuff. which might be the case, but then also Link has it for the rest of the trailer, so... Unless that's also Zelda, I don't know. Seems like people are trying to push that a little bit.
The Zelda narrative that you're playing as Zelda?
Yeah, which would be cool, I guess. Sure. Honestly, doesn't... I don't know, Link's so androgynous to me that it doesn't...
Yeah, it kind of doesn't matter.
We're gonna leave this as a cliffhanger and end our segment here.
You want that missile, don't you, Bruce? Look at it.
On Metroid Dread.
Tempting.
Can't get it, though.
Not yet.
I can't break down that wall.
Next up, we've got some...
yeah, the Switch Pro is not going to get announced for... Like, there's going to be another Nintendo Direct in 3 months. Whatever. That announces the Switch Pro.
Beginning fall doesn't look like Link, though. Same Zelda haircut. Oh, goodness. All right, well, y'all fixate on that all you want.
Okay, everybody.
Spend the rest of the day dreaming about it, proving it to yourself.
We're playing as Zelda. We're playing as Zelda.
Yeah. I need some cork boards with some string and some ticks.
Say it over and over, guys. We're playing as Zelda.
We are. I love Zelda so much. Can't wait to play Zelda. You know what game lets you play Zelda?
What's that?
Hyrule Warriors. Maybe that's why everyone's such a big Hyrule Warriors fan. They got the taste in their mouth of playing Zelda. Oops.
You said that's fine. You said it wasn't very good though, right?
No, it's bad. I knocked over like 3 things.
And it's fine. Are we gonna do Bandai Namco later? Do you want to do that or no? It's up to you.
I'm just gonna go home and take it easy. I think.
Figured. Yeah, I figured that's what it was.
I haven't eaten in a while. I did have a banana last night.
Banana.
Yeah, bananas go down so easy.
That's good for you though, because it's a lot of potassium, and you needed potassium after you drank for fucking a lot of days straight.
Yeah, yeah. Feeling good. Feeling better than ever.
Oh, good. All right. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
I gotta limber everything back up. Get ready to get back into the action. Yeah. Let's see here. I did have ramen, but that does it. How long does something have to be in your stomach before it counts as eating it?
I mean, that's a really good question, actually. I don't know how long it takes for your stomach to push it into your intestines. It's got to be like, what, a couple hours probably, right?
Yeah, probably wasn't.
I don't actually know.
I ate ramen and then... I don't know. It's been a long time since I've thrown up, which is another weird thing. It was a nostalgic experience, but also there were a lot of noodles in there. So
did you get rid of it all? Like, was it all gone?
I don't know.
Did you see it?
Yeah, there was a fair amount of it back the other way.
All right. Well, that's not good.
And then, like...
it's like 15 minutes to get into your system. Yeah, but like food. Actual food, like ramen.
There's so much colorful hair.
Do you
it's
think,
really just one.
Do you think they're going to show anything like Elden Ring and Bandai Namco? No.
Oh, maybe? I don't know that they're going to show more than we already saw.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, Bandai Namco can sometimes have some interesting and fun games, but it's just going to all be anime trash. What? Oh, is this Mario? Oh, that's what the Mario Party thing was. They're adding a new map. It's the cake, Bruce. Now you get to play on the cake.
Which cake? What are you talking about?
Peach makes cakes. Now she made a giant one for everyone to walk around on. Man, this is what she's using the funds and slave labor of the Mushroom Kingdom to do, huh? Making like 30-foot tall cakes. Peach has got to be stopped.
Muted Mayday says apparently it's only going to be House of Ashes. Bandai's going to be about one game.
Cool. What is that? What is House of Ashes? Did we see that already?
I have no idea. I have no clue.
I'm glad that they said that beforehand.
But Law Dog, this is definitely the year they're doing the original Dot Hack remastered.
Cool. Maybe another Digimon Cyber Sleuth or whatever. Was that even Bandai Namco? I don't know.
So no, the
Pac-Man.
answer is no. We're not doing Bandai Namco.
Tekken? What else do they have?
I don't fucking know. Bandai Namco is like the last company I follow. Like
Soul Calibur? Oh yeah, they do the Tales of series. Yes. Tales of Arise. Yeah. That's exciting.
Nobody looks excited in chat, and I'm not excited.
Oh.
Digimon Survive, Digimon
House of
Go.
Ashes is the Dark Pictures anthology. Yeah, that's not Namco Bandai. Code Vein. Yeah, that is them. What about Big Titty Vampires? What about that? Does that excite you?
Which one is that? Yeah,
Code Vein.
That does. Oh, it's Code Vein 2?
Yeah. Maybe. Nobody knows. Maybe.
I wish that every time we mention a game title, I could find out right away how many heads it's sold.
Oof.
That would be great. Like my brain would be like, how many has it actually? Like how many people have actually played this game?
Code Vein? Not many. Tales of series though.
Yeah, that is an actual series that I know of.
Little Nightmares was them. Blue Protocol? What? That sounds like a Dreamcast game. That's a cool name, I guess. What is it? The like survival horror? You have a gun?
Bandkai Namco.
I get that wrong so many times.
I mean, yeah. Again, it kind of doesn't matter. Dark Souls 4 reveal? No, that's not true. They're not going to do that.
Who owns... I guess From Software owns Dark Souls. Maybe.
Blue Protocol's an MMO.
Yay. Oh yeah, people were telling me Lost Ark is supposed to be pretty good. In terms of
it's like MMOs. A Diablo MMO. Yeah,
I like Diablo.
It actually looks fun. Chris Lynn, I think you played games with, is super into it, and I was going to expect he would be our Sherpa.
All right.
If he wants to like drop us in there.
Is that available now?
I think that the beta, possibly. I don't know that it's available because it exists in like Eastern countries, and it has for years, but they're just bringing it over now. So, Tech Alpha is up. There you go.
Is it open to everybody?
I don't know. That's a good question.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you for watching our Nintendo frame by frame analysis of Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
We reversed the audio even with the help of chat.
Is it Zelda? Is it not Zelda?
Nothing came of it.
I really hope this becomes a thing that people start getting mad about. Like they go to the internet Zelda? Very insistently. Look, I compared the clothes. Hair is too long. I'm not saying you guys need to do that, but I would like it if you did, please.
Remember, guys, for Breath of the Wild 2, you play as Zelda.
Nails too long. Measured them by the pixel.
Not as Link. You play as Zelda, everyone.
If we presume that Link is 5'11", and you compare his nail length in this scene to the nail length in this scene, the ratios don't add up. But if you compare it to the 2 frames we got of Zelda, you'll find that the numbers are far more similar. I know what our next Inside Games is about, Bruce.
Looks pretty epic, right? And how about that announcement?
I love announcements.
That was a real thing that they said during Capcom yesterday.
That Capcom conference was weak. Not that it had to be anything else, but damn. What blows my mind a bit is you don't get to be in E3 for free. You have to pay ESA money. So Capcom paid money to not only make that whole thing, but then also paid the ESA to have that as a conference in E3. Oh.
How much do you think?
Probably a lot. When it comes to like marketing budgets like that, it's been interesting too, because maybe I'm reading a little too much into it here. Like maybe I'm looking at E3 like it's a Breath of the Wild 2 trailer, but it has been interesting to see that like some of the tension between like Jeff Keighley and the ESA, because Summer Games Fest was not part of E3. It wasn't carried on their thing,
and it wasn't aired on their channel either, right?
Yeah, but then also Jeff was throwing a small, as much as he ever will, was throwing a bit of shade to ESA about like co-streaming stuff, I think.
Really? What? That's right. When he tweeted it, yeah.
He's like, I cleared the Games Fest to restream. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Just like, Jeff, you're talking shit in the most like politically acceptable way you possibly can. It's fun to see Jeff like try to be mean sometimes, but he knows he can't because it would ruin his image. So it's like, I don't know. I think there's still Jeff's trying to come in here and I think he's trying to swoop E3.
I was gonna say he's trying to make his own E3.
Yeah,
and which is fine. Like last year, I feel like last year was the year to do it, but last year didn't feel like an event, and this year feels more of like an E3 event.
Well, last year there were like 18 different companies all thought they were going to swoop in and be new E3.
And nobody did.
Yeah,
and it turns out like we diluted it, so it boiled down to that nobody watched kind of anything.
But a lot of the follow-up shows I really enjoy. PC Game Show I really like. Future Game Show I really like. Guerrilla Collective I thought was really good. That's like that's good placement for games that would get no visibility.
That's right. Yeah.
In any other way. Meanwhile, like I guess Future Game Show was Games Radar, so that's good. But
was it Games Radar that put it on?
I think so.
Oh, okay. There we go. I was trying to figure out
the IGN Expo was weak as shit.
I didn't watch the IGN one.
And I'm gonna guess that's also because IGN charges for placement in that. And everyone was like, why would we pay IGN and the ESA when we can just pay the ESA?
Right.
we'll see. I don't know. The evolution of this year's E3 has been really interesting to watch because it is like this weird middle ground of the ESA trying to get back on the block and own everything, and then now there's all these other parties trying to do their own thing.
I was thinking it might be a pendulum swing next year where E3 is like stake in the ground. We're doing all of it live. Like everything is all live on the show floor. Don't watch Jeff's thing. Is basically what it boils down to.
But he'll be able to. I mean, the thing is, he's got connections and leverage.
Oh no, absolutely. I'm just saying, like they're gonna say
he swooped Elden Ring.
Summer Games Fest is nothing.
But he also schedules it first, and then he like soft claims the rest of it because it's like Summer Games Fest happening. He's like, yeah, and then stay tuned for all these things as part of the Summer Games Fest. But it was every other conference that he wasn't making. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I don't know. The branding there is amusing, and the attempts to make it all seem like it's under his umbrella, which is what the ESA does too. So it's weird to see people get in like business slap fights when it comes to trying to own business or video game marketing budgets.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of money there, so I get it. It's just so weird to see it from my perspective. Like the fight used to just be our big game versus their big game.
Right.
Please pre-order it, and now it's about so much more than that. It's the I guess it's just the utter complication of everything now.
It just really bums me out. Like we were talking about it yesterday, but I just wish that we were. I was thinking back to the days where we had all of the announcements in one day. Like they just piled them all in. It was like every hour was a new press conference, and we had 4 or 5 of them. And I liked that. I thought that was really fun. And then you had the next like week to digest that news and sort of like what happened. And now it's like spread over the course of 5-6 days, and it's just. When Capcom drops their 30-minute press conference, everyone's like shits on it. Then it's kind of like we're all going to be negative and be like, "This is garbage." But if you had crammed it into an entire just one day, then it would feel like, oh well, they're just rapid fire hitting you. And instead, it's like, well, this one day is Nintendo and Bandai Namco. It's like, well, Bandai Namco sucks. Like then everybody gets to be more negative about it. So I don't know.
People are going to be negative.
Oh, they totally are. Yeah. It's just easier to be negative when there's only one thing happening or 2 things happening.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
There are 7.
And then it's the only thing you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess that is because there's no show floor.
Yeah.
So the way E3 used to be, they had to announce everything before the show floor opened because the games were on the floor. So if they didn't announce it or showcase it, and then the first thing is just somebody who sprinted from the opening doors directly to that booth and then like set up their camera like, hey, I'm here playing it, and it's like potato footage, and the dude is just like wrong about everything. So that they used to have to like that's a big Donkey Kong right there. You see his butt? See that butt?
Oh yeah,
right
you're right.
This is the first time we've gotten a full. No, I guess you can get it in Smash
full
Brothers.
Donkey Kong ass.
Yeah, double cheeked. He's not even wearing pants. Do you want Donkey Kong
to normally wear pants? I thought he only wears a tie.
No, I'm just concerned about him sitting on whipped cream because his buttholes.
He's doing cake farts.
Oh, he is. Man, banana farts, gross. Somebody said Future Games only showed games from one developer or one publisher.
Did they really? Because I kept asking. I was like, who's the publisher?
Maybe I didn't see Future Games show this year. Maybe I'm thinking of Wholesome Games.
So Future Games was after. It was the last thing. It was after PC Game Show. It was literally almost directly after PC.
I was very drunk at that point.
You were probably pretty gone, but because it went Xbox. Was it Xbox, Square Enix, then PC Games, then Future Games, and that was like from 4 to 5 or something.
What was in Future? It was Troy Baker and Laura Bailey.
That's
yes,
right. And they like were navigating the virtual show floor.
Right. I might have to go back and watch that again.
It was like it was fine. Like I actually thought Guerrilla Collective did a really good job of making a bunch of video game or like a bunch of announcements for video games that I don't give a shit about. Exciting. Like I was like, this is cool. Whereas Future Games kind of like just felt a little tacked on. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, Koch. Yeah, so it's funny you bring that up. Laser Thor.
I didn't watch Koch Media.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
But it wasn't for us, if that makes any sense. They were basically doing a business oriented showcase of their new brand. And it was like a bunch of developers talking about how good it is to work with Koch Media as a publisher.
Nice.
And that was it. Like it was a ton of interviews and stuff. So it was very much that felt like classic E3, which is that the audience is not consumers for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that felt like old times, and not in the best way. I don't know though. I think it's just straight up game trailers and no cringy talking on stages. A very small amount of talking on stages, yeah. Which I think is another benefit of doing just media pre-produced showcases.
That's right, yeah.
Because yeah, man, Microsoft Bethesda was awesome.
Actually, I'll tell you why they didn't do that. Because you're going to get more of that next year. It's because of COVID. So it's harder to shoot with crews and with hosts and like getting 2 or 3 whatever people together on camera. They didn't want to do that because of COVID, which is fine. But next year you're going to get more of talking on stages. It's just going to happen because people will feel safer, and that's the reason why it was like Troy and Laura talking over Discord and navigating a virtual show floor. It wasn't because like it's a better production. It's because that's the way they had to do it.
Yeah.
So
I also feel like I want to ask Stephanie more about this because she's alluded to it, but people, and this should surprise nobody, developers fiend for being able to be on like stage and talk about stuff. Everybody wants to have that like Tim Cook moment where they're just, or the Todd Howard, man, he prowls where they're just walking around and like working the audience and telling some dumb jokes and wearing like a cool leather jacket. Like everyone wants that moment of rock stardom. So we think about it from our perspective. And we're like, yay, no one's talking. But you're right. That's because of COVID. And if COVID weren't there, that talking's not for us sometimes. It's for them.
It is for them.
So if they put on a big stage show and there's like 1 minute to fill, then yeah, people are going to trip over themselves.
They get to brag.
I want to be that guy.
Yeah. I mean, like everybody wants to be Todd Howard. I promise you. Every game developer wants to be Todd Howard. As much as you think they don't want to, they do. I promise.
I want to be Todd Howard.
I mean, I do too. But, this short little guy who's walking around the stage talking about these video games that have been living for 10 years like Skyrim. Everybody wants that. By the way, I've like gotten to produce segments with Todd Howard. Very nice guy. Like super cool dude. Totally normal. Not at all weird. So people are always like, oh my gosh, so arrogant, whatever. Nah, he's totally a normal guy from what I saw. That was years ago. So
maybe he's arrogant now.
Maybe.
20 million sales of Skyrim later.
I haven't talked to him in a few years, but Todd Howard lied about Fallout 76 though. He lied about it.
There you go.
Did he lie about it? Did he lie?
If
are we sure about lying?
T.I. Mighty, if you had the chance, if you ran into Todd Howard at a restaurant, would you call him out on that?
Pointed at him?
Yeah. Hey!
Liar!
I know you, motherfucker. You owe me $60.
Would you do that with Sean Murray of No Man's Sky?
Ooh.
Liar!
No, we're happy about, we're good with that now, right?
Well, now, but back then.
Oh yeah, it was very upsetting.
Would you say like, hey man, you lied? Because I bet he would. If you said that to him, he'd be like, I tell you what, Sony promised me this and this and this, and like they said that we would do this, and I said like it's going to be a very long story of why he didn't lie. Because I'm sure he didn't go out there and was like, I'm going to lie.
Like, I can't wait to lie.
Yeah, like
to get money. Because as a game developer, I don't believe there will be a single negative consequence for this.
Sean Murray is he's an indie dev, and I'm sure he just wanted his video game to be good.
No, so Bruce, he was.
I don't think he was out there to be rich.
He was greedy, and he lied because he knew what he was doing.
I don't think he was out there to be like, I'm going to be a billionaire after I talk about No Man's Sky and lie about it. So I don't know.
Spool's vindication. Yeah, I don't. That's what. Well, whatever.
I mean,
it's weird that like Spool associated himself so fully with that when we were saying whatever.
Well, here's the thing.
Spool can go to the grave on that one, I guess.
I said this when we were showing Starfield. I talked about this yesterday. I was like, guys, Starfield's going to be you wandering around space, and your rover's going to glitch into the sky, and your companion's going to fall in through the ground, and like he's going to say something stupid, and his head's going to glitch, and his eyes are going to fuck up. Like that's video games. That's what video games do. Like you're not going to walk into this, and it's not going to be what you thought Cyberpunk was going to be, which was you thought Cyberpunk was going to be the be all end all of video game. It's not. It's not. It's going to be a video game. So just be prepared. Be prepared to walk into a few glitches, a few bugs. No big deal. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Huh. That's okay.
Did you hear him say it was going to be more of a hardcore RPG?
I did say. I heard him say that, and that probably means there's going to be a few more like levels, like a few more in the skill tree. Right? Who gives a shit? No big deal. Again, your little dog is going. You're gonna walk by it, and it's gonna block your way when you're trying to get through a door.
Can't clip through your companions. Hardcore.
That's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, guys.
There's gonna be more stats. Yeah.
So don't think that you're gonna get into Starfield and be like, this is it. I'm gonna explore the entire universe. Like, no, it's gonna be a video game.
We got 4K displays now, Bruce. Think about all the numbers you can cram on a high def TV.
Right, but it's still gonna be glitchy.
So many. Oh yeah.
I mean, that's just the way. Like, I think people thought they were gonna jump into Cyberpunk and it was going to fulfill every fantasy they'd ever had.
The living world.
No, it's a video game.
I can sit down with a random NPC and have a 20-minute conversation that matters.
It's going to be a video game, guys. And then...
Bruce, the grass in Ratchet and Clank doesn't move. Horse shit.
I actually...
shit.
I haven't played it yet. I need to play it.
It's good.
Oh, okay. All right.
Ratchet and Clank is a kid's game. Not in a bad way.
You're right.
Kids' entertainment is fun. But man, is it weird to me, the adults who lose their mind about Ratchet and Clank still.
So I've never played any Ratchet and Clank, so this will be my first on PS5.
They're fun, unassuming, and largely meaningless experiences.
Is it as fun as Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's all I want. That's it. I just want it to be like a fun platformer that I can do like when I press the button, it does a thing. That's
yeah.
It. Okay.
Yeah, hard to argue with that.
I don't give a fuck about the story.
Okay. Because that's good, because Dr. Nefarious is back.
Who?
I don't know.
Okay, all right.
Why are the shots going up? Bruce hasn't had anything to take shots about lately.
I haven't. I mean, I can take a shot if you want.
Show me a Bethesda RPG game launch that wasn't full of bugs.
I mean, every.
There haven't honestly been that many.
Show me, like, the last video game I can remember that was a AAA was Ghost of Tsushima, and it didn't have any bugs.
Only came out on one platform, though.
Only came out on one.
Well, if you count base and pro.
But I mean, yes, it was Sony exclusive. Played through it for the first 12 hours for day of release. It was fine. There were no glitches. I mean, like, there were a few like random tiny little glitches here and there, but nothing that was like, oh, I'm going to post this on Reddit immediately. Like, not at all. So, and that's fine. I didn't care either way. If there was a glitch, like in Cyberpunk, it didn't matter. I would laugh at it and be like, ha ha ha, and move on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
RE8 didn't have many bugs.
It didn't. Resident Evil Village did not. There were a few, but not many.
Yeah, it had like a weird mouse thing, but whatever.
It seemed, yeah, it did. It seemed there were a few, like, it was very polished. But again, it's like a 5-6 hour game.
Yeah, Death Stranding. I mean, so here's the other thing that's worth thinking about when it comes to bugginess of a game. If you're making a game that's fully in a feature set of a game you've already made, it's pretty easy for those games to be less buggy because you have experience. I mean, going back to Ratchet and Clank,
right.
Insomniac has very low turnover, which is a good thing. But there are people working at that studios who have made Ratchet and Clank games for 20 years.
Right.
So yeah, they ought to be pretty good at making them by now. But you know, something like Cyberpunk, which for a CD Projekt and for any developer is a pretty intense mix of mechanics. Now you could compare it to Grand Theft Auto, which everyone does. And that's, yeah, Rockstar kind of hits it out of the park, but even Grand Theft Auto can be a little glitchy sometimes.
Dude, Grand Theft, I mean, like, it took a year for them to release online. And then online was broken.
It's still broken. It
was broken for 3 months, and they just recently patched GTA Online to make the loading better.
Because of, like, a community mod?
It had taken them 6 years to make that loading better. So when you make the larger a video game, the more bugs there's going to be. That's okay. That's all right.
Like this, Lynn says, in a feature set, even like in COD, you have lists of don't do this. It broke our game 7 years ago in the code.
Holy shit. Yeah.
That's good comments.
I mean, Lynn knows. He's a producer for Warzone. Like, that's what he did. So, like, he would run into those things all the time. And it's, again, the larger the video game, the more bugs there's going to be. That goes with any human project.
I guess what bums me out is should it bum me out? I don't know. The broad intolerance to anything new or ambitious being anything less than perfect the second it lands.
Yeah.
Like if a movie is doing entirely new things, I feel like you would forgive some of that. You'd forgive some jankiness in execution because it's like, oh shit, they're shooting this in an entirely new way. They're trying like entirely new cinematic techniques or whatever. It doesn't seem like there's much of an appreciation of that. Which whatever, maybe it's just the fact that games cost more. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, now, yeah, because they've gone up to 70 for PlayStation and Xbox. On PC, they're still 60.
I wonder how long that's going to last.
I don't know. I keep waiting for it to go up, but Like I saw that for Battlefield, and I was like, wait a minute, I gotta pay 60 on PC, but they gotta pay 70?
Hell yeah.
I was like, hell yeah, I'm done.
So that was the exact same deal when games went up to $60. They were $50 for a long time on PC.
Really? Oh.
And then I remember specifically, Activision was the first company, because they launched Call of Duty at 60 on PC, and everyone was mad. But after they did it, every game was 60. So there's going to be one company that launches games for 70 on PC, and then everyone will do it after that.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
So wait for it. It might take like, what, a year? 6 months maybe?
That sounds about right. I'm actually surprised they didn't do it with Battlefield, because Battlefield seemed like the one where they were like, all right, this is 70, even though there's no single player, and everyone kind of bitched, but it was still 60 on PC, so I'm waiting for that to change. I'm actually waiting for it to change in real time, like possibly in the next month or two. You may want to pre-order it now. if you want it for 60.
Bruce, you're not supposed to say to pre-order things.
I'm sorry. Don't pre-order the game.
There it is.
Do not pre-order the game. I'm going to pre-order it because I'm going to play the shit out of Battlefield. But speaking of which, Lynn and I were talking about doing a 24-hour Battlefield stream if you'd like to be a part of it.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, when it comes out and if it's playable.
Oh yeah, if the matchmaking works.
Yeah, if the matchmaking works, then I think we're going to do a 24-hour. So, Battlefield has always been monetized to shit.
Wait, Kenna's only $20 on EGS. Wait, is Kenna out? That's that like third-person beat 'em up cartoony game. That looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I have no idea what that even is.
Kenna Lost of Spirits, Bridge of Souls, Spirit of Souls.
Did you get it?
No, maybe one of those.
What is it? RPG? What is it?
It's like God of War. It's like a teen God of War.
Okay.
It looked like from like gameplay trailers and stuff. Oh, August. Okay. Oh yeah, Far Cry 6 stream. That's true. Forgot about that. Far Cry 6 coming out then too.
Are you doing a 24-hour Far Cry 6?
Fuck no. That game looks boring as hell. I'm sorry, Giancarlo Esposito, but holy cow.
I'll play it. I'm not going to do a 24-hour of it, but yeah.
I don't know that I'm even going to play it.
Really?
Far Cry 5 was boring as fuck.
To be fair, I did not play. I maybe played like 1 hour of it, so I have no idea.
I'm sorry if anyone out there loves Far Cry or worked on it, but I feel like if you're making a Far Cry game, you know what you're doing. You're like,
yeah, it's an open world Ubisoft. Like,
yeah, it's another one of these. Okay,
do your chores.
So yeah, as long as people buy them, we'll keep making them.
Do your chores. That's what. And if your chores are fun, then do your chores. That's all. That's what it boils down to.
Far Cry Villain DLC looks bomb though. Yeah, I guess that's a neat idea. It's playful. I appreciate that.
Sure.
Ubisoft kind of surprised me this year. I guess really just like supporting Riders Republic and Rocksmith were not things that I expected out of them. Especially since they're talking weird now. They're like, yeah, AAA games, we're not doing that so much.
Yeah.
Which kind of made sense. They didn't really announce any new AAA, and even Far Cry 6 doesn't look AAA by like this gen AAA standards.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need to be.
Are you excited about Halo free-to-play multiplayer? No.
I'm excited for people that like Halo, but I'm not one of them.
I was excited just to see the fact that it was free-to-play and that maybe they'll make something that is replayable. And my mind always jumps to Apex immediately because I'm always like, this is a fun game that's free-to-play that I did not expect I would play more than a few hours. So hopefully Halo will be that. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I feel like Halo's in a weird spot because it introduced a lot of people to shooting, but I feel like mechanically shooters have fundamentally improved since then.
They've progressed, yeah, that's right.
And also people have fundamentally gotten better at playing shooters on a controller since then.
Yeah.
So it's like this weird mix of how do we modernize this but still make it feel like Halo, and to some degree I feel like there's going to be a conflict or a contradiction there.
Yeah.
But like, man, you compare the footage they had of Halo Infinite, which did look pretty good, multiplayer footage, but man, you put that up against Battlefield, and you're just like,
it's true.
That game looks 20 years older.
Well, what Halo, and I was talking about this before, what Halo did well back when it was Bungie had second to none FPS game mechanics, and they still do with Destiny, but now it's 343. So can 343 recreate that and make it basically perfect, like they should? Because like you said, it's not like Battlefield. There's not vehicles, none of that shit. So it should be, FPS mechanics should be perfect. They have to be perfect.
Yeah, I mean, they have the like shield and bullet thing going for them, which is a neat shooter mechanic. There's like reflecting energy blasts and stuff. That's neat. It kind of adds to the sort of rock, paper, scissors mental game of Halo. But man, how are you? I don't know. All right.
I'm not sure either. I was excited to see that it was free to play though. I'm excited because that means that everybody gets to play it.
Yeah.
And you know, it may not be good, whatever, but at least we all get to give it a shot. And I'm sure it's going to have an audience of a few people that are like, well, fuck it, it's free to play. I'll play it all the time.
Yeah. So. I'm excited for it because I want people who like Halo to be really happy.
Yeah.
I like it when people are happy about games.
Yeah, me too.
Even if they're games I don't care about. So that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah. I haven't been able to talk to you about anything E3, so it's good to pick your brain because I was curious to see what you thought.
Yeah. Well, how about you, Bruce? What was your number one game of the show?
It's got to be Starfield just because I am so excited. Like, I love space sims. And the more that I play them, the more I'm like, I just fucking love space. So I'm really excited to get in there and just fuck around in a Skyrim world, but space. Like I said before, I don't think it's going to be anything perfect. It's going to be a brand new engine, Creation Engine 2, but I don't think it's going to be something that I can, like, I'm going to play it for 20 hours and like cry. Like, it's not going to be like that at all. It's just going to be something that, because like Cyberpunk wasn't that. Cyberpunk was, I played 60 hours of it, and it was great to like walk up to a new little house full of enemies and be like, which skill can I use to kill all these enemies in the fastest way, and watch them glitch. You know, like that's what I loved about it. So
you didn't get big deep thoughts?
No, I'm not going to get any big deep thoughts from Starfield.
Did you play the what side quest did you play in Cyberpunk? Did you do Sinnerman?
Which one was Sinnerman?
That's the crucifixion one.
I think I did that because that was like the one where you like go into a church, and there's one where you go into a church and like talk to like basically like, it's not a cult, but it's a religion. And I don't know. To be honest with you, I did a lot of side quests in that game, but I don't remember the names of them.
Yeah, I only remember that one just because of the reference to the song.
Oh, okay.
So it's, well, I guess most of the quests are reference to music, but.
And that's the thing is that like, so with Fallout 3, that was the last Bethesda game I played a ton. Fallout 3, I beat it. It was a 15 hours or whatever, single player. And then I was like, okay, here's what I'm going to do. And I walked to the top left of the map and just did this.
Oh, striped it?
I just did this because I was like, I just want to see what they have. And that's what I imagine. If Starfield is a good game, if I enjoy the gameplay loop, I will do that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What about you?
Like when it comes to Starfield?
Well, no, just any game. Like, what's your game of the show?
I mean, it was probably Elden Ring, but apart from that, yeah, Devolver's Showcase had a lot of awesome stuff and was just also ridiculous. I kind of worry sometimes because they're biting off like bigger and bigger production values for their conferences.
Yeah,
so
that's true. They might eventually become the thing they hate.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, it's really bizarre to see where that's going, but I don't know. They do the thing though where they call it out while they're doing it, but that only works for so long.
That's true.
So we'll see.
That's true.
But yeah, all the games that they announced looked really, really cool. Wizard with a gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Project Warlock 2 looked pretty cool. Speaking of wizards with a gun. Fallen Aces, New Bloods there's a lot of new footage from Gloomwood that I want to check out. It's like I
saw that. Yeah.
New Thief.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's a lot of cool stuff out there. A lot of what seems imminent and real and playable is all in that like AA PC space for me right now. Which is fine. You know, I think we're still kind of in that dry spell after a new gen launches.
Yeah.
Where all the console stuff sort of, if it actually was targeting this hardware, it's got to like wait another year or two.
It's going to be, yeah, I mean, next year will be all the big console exclusives that we want to look next gen. And even then they're all on PS4.
Yeah.
So it's like
they're all cross gen.
Shit.
Yeah, RE8 DLC is exciting. I never even played the RE7 DLC, which apparently set up the events of 8. So I came into it a little blind. Severed Steel did look really cool.
It did look really cool, yeah. Like a kind of a fun, I guess maybe not a reskin Super Hot, but
or like Maximum Action.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Cool. Well,
all right, Bruce. Well, it was good hanging out again.
Yeah, it was
good to chat video games.
I'm sorry that you've had such a terrible hangover for the last day.
Yeah, that was weird. That was an all timer. I don't know what was going on there.
I mean, you drank for 3 days. That's a lot.
I guess so. I've done that before, but I guess I also wasn't this old before.
Yeah, that too. Also, you're not drinking as much. You generally are taking it pretty easy.
That's true. Yeah,
you've been semi-healthy.
I've been so healthy.
Yeah,
it's outrageous. Which sucks because all yesterday I was like, I miss being healthy. It's weird too, because when I got my second COVID shot, I was like, oh, maybe I'll just have a little fun flu. Just cozy up for a little bit, get some blankets on, play some video games, get some chicken soup. I was like, I'm looking forward to this. And then, yeah, once I actually got sick, I was like, no, that's never good. That's one of those things where you remember not liking being sick.
Oh man!
But if you haven't been sick for long enough,
I hate it. I've had some terrible sicknesses, so I remember those terrible sicknesses. Whenever I get sick, I'm always like, nope, I don't want to be here. Get me out, because it can get worse and worse and worse, and then eventually you're just like incapacitated. You can't move. I'm like, nope, I don't want that.
Yeah, about the time some lady got so drunk that she pissed in somebody else's bed in Floribama Shore, I knew I was in rough waters.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's something.
We've been watching Real Housewives, so
like the whole Real Housewives universe.
Well, we're watching we watched Beverly Hills, so we're watching New York now.
Okay,
and so that's what it sounds like to me. We also Autumn just finished Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore is great.
I was thinking about starting Jersey Shore. What I wanted to do...
Jersey Shore's great. You got to watch it. You love it.
I will. I think I told you about this, but my plan was I started watching Real World Season 1 in the early 90s. Yeah. And I wanted to watch the whole series up until... I wanted to see the gradual slide into absolute trash.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, a good chunk of the early seasons are just not available digitally. So there was a bit of a skip there, and then it skipped directly up into trash. So I missed seeing the transition. So now I'm just... watching every garbage reality show from the late aughts and early 2010s.
You should. A lot of people do. It's television that a lot of people are always like, it's garbage. Everybody watches it. Otherwise they wouldn't make it.
Yeah, I think more about just the production angle of it. Because Bruce, you nailed it. You were talking about how there's every episode is a cycle, which is that
it's all the same cycle.
Yeah. They apologize. They have a 5-second moment of catharsis where they're emotionally vulnerable. Then they go out to the club, they drink, and then all of the things that they didn't actually properly process all come out instantly. Yeah. And then they're just screaming and slapping each other and throwing shit. And then they all pass out. And then they wake up the next morning. They're like, hey, we need to talk.
The next episode is them apologizing.
But it's perfect because you not only get the Jerry Springer-esque, it's a madhouse and just trash human beings yelling at each other, but then you get this vague implication of humanity where they actually do kind of...
Well, because they try. Because they're truthfully, I would assume they're if their feelings are hurt, they're trying. They're trying to be okay, I'm really sorry. Sometimes people will not be. They refuse to be apologetic, and they're like, no, fuck you. And then that's even better because then the drama carries over more than one episode. It's 5 episodes or 6 episodes. But I really think that's all purposefully set up, and I honestly think it's probably a terrible cycle. That people get into. However, as I always say, they have agreed to make the show. So if anyone's like, well, it's enforcing bad habits and blah, blah, blah. Those people signed up to make the show. They know what it is, and they're getting paid to do it. They can drop out at any time, and they do. Reality casts change all the time because people are tired of it. They're just like, nope, I don't fucking want it. So
I guess another hallmark that I was waiting for, and for all I know, it already happened, but people who are cast on reality shows and then act like they're on a reality show. You know what I mean? They lean into it.
When do they change?
Mm-hmm.
When do they change from a normal human being to now they are acting because they know the cameras are there. So are they going to do the thing that they know plays for the cameras?
Yeah. Are they gonna start throwing things when they get mad? Is it because reality show people don't get mad like normal people get mad now, but because that's part of the show.
Oh, that's so weird.
So yeah, I'm excited to track all of this stuff. I'm pretty fully in that on Floribama Shore. But
what are you watching it on? Because I want to watch that.
This is, let's see here. I think it's through Paramount on Amazon Prime.
Okay, all right.
And Paramount bizarrely swooped up a lot of networks. They have a
I didn't know that.
Pretty big amount of old shitty reality TV. Anyway, I don't understand the appeal of reality TV. It's not nourishing in any way. It is not improving my life at all. All it does, it's just background noise for me. And then when people start screaming, that's when you know to look up.
Tune in.
Yep. Oh, it's trash. All right, Bruce.
All right.
Good hanging with you again.
Thanks again, Lawrence.
You killed it all week hosting. Well, weekend.